welcome back to Duskwood. This is episode 8 finale. And as you can see, we are donning the pink mask. It was a heavily voted for in the last vote that we did, the pink mask. So I thought, why not break it out? First and foremost, hello, Ego-chan, Lily, Neo, Umang, Evie, Earth Rose, France, Saba, Fukali, Yash. Am I missing anybody else? Anonymous. I see Anon Rose. Anon Rose. Aaliyah, welcome to the stream. Muhammad, Laura, the stupid 07. Welcome to the stream, Maria. Mikasa, Jessica, Ronette, welcome to episode 8, the finale of episode 8. And I guess the big question is, who is the man without a face, right? We don't know. Wind Velvet, welcome. Luna, welcome. So, I saw a couple comments from the previous stream that we didn't give enough due diligence to the Dark Forum. So before we get back into the actual story, let's go ahead and go back into the Dark Forum. As you saw, anyways, we have another message from the Dark Mystery Forum, anyways. So it probably a good idea to go back in and see what we've maybe have missed. Maybe go through and read through the actual posts. We have a new forum game, or a new update in the ghost story. We have a new update in looking for infos about the man without a face. But let's go through and actually maybe read some of this. So, want to exchange experience. Ronette, thank you. Love the pink mask. I hope you guys are enjoying the pink mask. I have some new masks on the way, one of which is purple. I know you guys were wanting to get the purple mask on, so I do have them on the way. Hello, Shake. And I think I saw Katie Blonde. Hello, welcome to the stream. So, hello, dear community. I'm Tiffy, and I wanted to ask whether there was anyone who had any experience with necromancy or with Ouija boards. My parents aren't home tonight, and I've invited my friends. One of them has one of those boards, and we'd like to try it out tonight. But I've heard so many times that it can be pretty dangerous. So I'd like to say, or like I said, anyone with experience. And if I know anything about Ouija boards, I know that they essentially open up the portal, right? They open up a door to the afterlife, which can be pretty terrifying if you think about it. Because when you open up the door, you know, you could be potential. Uh-oh. Are you there? Oh, we're frozen. Dark Mystery Forums are frozen. So the Ouija boards, they open up that doorway, and when you're opening up that doorway, oh no, what's going on? I think it's okay. I think we can wait it out. I think it's back up and running. But when you open up that doorway, you open up that doorway for all the good and the evil spirits, right? And you don't have a choice whether you bring in a good or evil spirit. And the evil spirits are going to act good in the beginning just to make you feel comfortable and make you make a lot of mistakes. So, hello, dear Tiffy. First of all, welcome to the community. Sadly, I'm sure you mean a Ouija board, spelled correctly. And yes, they can be pretty dangerous. I'm going to assume that you and your friends are still relatively young, so I would generally advise against using it. Best, Baby Blue. I tried one of those once, scared the living daylights out of me. I have to admit, we were entirely sober, and I'm sure my friends moved the glass. I wouldn't advise children to use one. I've had my experiences with it, and I've stayed clear of them ever since. What do you mean moved the glass? That's what's supposed to happen. Whoops, thanks for the correction, dear baby blue. Well, like I said, I'm still thinking about it. My friend said earlier that it's not dangerous as long as you blow into the glass afterwards so that the power the power that you call goes away. If you forgot that, whoever you summoned won't leave. I don't screw around with Ouija boards regardless to know if this is accurate or not, but if there's anybody here that knows about Ouija boards in chat, is that true? Like, if you just blow into the glass, like, do the spirits go away? Like, I have no idea. I don't know if that's a thing or not. What happened to you, Jersey Shadows? I don't like talking about it because it took a lot of time to leave it behind me, but it wasn't nice whatsoever, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone to try it out themselves. Okay, thanks you guys. I'll buy myself one of those things in the end. Don't worry, I'm old enough. You got to finish what you started. No, devil, absolutely. I absolutely do not. And we have Golem here, the Spectre. Hey, the only thing that can happen is that someone deliberately moves the glass to write something evil. Simple as that. I did it once with an old friend of mine, and she pushed the glass around like a maniac. If you don't put your hands on it, nothing will happen, like someone said earlier. Right, so he's saying that, like, look, if you just don't touch it, like, nothing's gonna happen. Like, it's always somebody else that's playing a joke on you. That's what Golem here is saying. Baby Blue, I still advise against it. It's me Tiffy, especially if there are no adults in the house with you. I really can't stand stupid comments like that for, like one from Golem. Just because you don't know anything about this stuff doesn't mean that everything that other people experience is nonsense. And just tell me what happened to you, maybe then we'll believe you. But only for Tiffy, I don't want anyone to go through this, especially kids. We were 4 people back then. At first, we moved the glass ourselves, but then the glass started moving on its own accord and led us. You could feel that there was something else with us. But I think the thing with blowing into the glass is nonsense because our glass flew off the table in the end. Otherwise, my apartment would have been cursed, which it isn't. And to make it clear, we all took completely serious back then, and nobody was trying to mess with us. Hey, was that so hard? Still a bit vague for my liking, but it's something at least. Hey, I'm not that young anymore, but it's okay. You've convinced me, and I think we're gonna do something else tonight instead. And then Baby Blue, that's great to hear, dear Tiffy. I think that means we can close the thread. Looks at the admins. Have fun with your friends. So, talking about Ouija boards, whether they're safe or not. I don't know if they're safe or not. I don't mess with Ouija boards. I mean, I always thought it was just one of those, everybody else is out there to try to make a trick for you. Try to make it a trick and trying to scare you, and who knows. But if anybody else here has experience with Ouija boards, I'd love to hear it. So back to the ghost story. Now we've already read this prior, but let's go ahead and add to the ghost story. As you can see, we are Nemos. Or maybe it ended. So Rebecca plucked up all of her courage and pushed a mortician into the coffin that she had lain in seconds before. And so the couple buried the mortician below a big old oak and swore each other eternal love, and as a new day dawned on their horizon. Best story ever. So that story is completed. We got some insomnia here. So under the Insomnia thread, hi community. I've been a part of you for a pretty long time now. Even though I rarely contribute to threads, I'm more the silent type who prefers to listen instead of talking himself in real life. Because I don't know what to do or what else to do, and because I hope that someone here might have had similar experiences, I've decided to change today. Let's get to my actual problem. For the past 4 nights, I've been waking up at the same time every night. At precisely 2:59 a.m., I wake up in the dark room. I have no idea who or what woke me up. Anyone have similar experiences? So 2:59, that's like a minute before witching hour, isn't it? Isn't 3 o'clock in the morning normally like a witching hour? Pretty sure. Katie Blonde, why I don't use Ouija boards. Number one, I'm not Satan today. Or not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. It's way too complicated. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Ouija boards either. Hi, sorry to hear that. I've never had that myself, but could it be a loud noise, pipes in your walls, making that noise when your neighbors flush the toilets, for example? No, I've been living in this house for years. I'd have long since noticed that, and I doubt that my neighbors go to the toilet every night precisely at 2:59 a.m., but thanks anyway. Hello, Valda. Let's stay on the topic of the neighbors. Could there be someone who wants to harm you? Another post here made me think of that. That was about a family being terrorized by their neighbor until they finally moved out. Maybe it's the same for you. Interesting. There's a post about somebody being terrorized by their neighbor. Unlikely, I don't know my neighbors, so I couldn't think. I couldn't think why they'd want to get rid of me. There are about 85 units in my house. Pretty anonymous, but just so you have a rough idea what it's like here. Too bad. Then I have no idea. That's wild. Have you tried staying awake? That would be my last resort if this thread can't help me. It's really driving me nuts, and I have to be at work at 5 a.m. every morning, so I really can't go on like this. I volunteered to stay up with you to solve the mystery. I'm in too. The community doesn't leave its members hanging. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Exactly. We're about to find out more. I've just come back from the store, got myself energy drinks and coffee. Everything's still quiet. Yep, all is quiet so far. I could do with some coffee. I'll go make one. You okay? I'm okay, Alice, thanks. The lights just went on in the hallway, but I can't see anyone. There's still half an hour to go, but I'm not moving away from my computer from now on. Thank you all for being here. I'm here too, even though I ain't said nothing yet. I was duck. Update, my drinks are empty, but I will prevail for the community. It's almost time. I'm so excited, a bit nervous. The light went on in the hall again. 2:58, 2:59. It's time. That's it. Time's up. Everything okay? Could you hear or see anything? Oh, now he's not responding. Dude, stop messing with us. Please say something. We're worried. Ah, hell. Ah, hell. He's gone. He's gone forever. Gone for good. Mega thread for ghost photography. We kind of went through this. We kind of went through the pictures, as you guys can see. This is another picture from the game The Sign, right? So it's pretty creepy stuff. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some information about these ghost pictures. Wonderful evening to you all, to Dark Community. I mentioned in another post, but as and other lost places suggested, I'm opening my own thread for it. I've been part of this community for a long time now, and I'm basically part of the furniture. Originally, I was a charlatan who traveled the country as a so-called medium to make the money off of gullible people. From exorcisms to seances with 15 participants, I did it all. As long as it meant quick and easy money for me, I'm proud of it, but it's a part of my life, and the reason I registered in this forum is in the first place. I made a good living off my job too until I was called to an old to an old window with a very special case one day. Oh, widow, not window. I was like, what does a window have to do? So so she was making a really good living off the job until she was called to an old widow for a very special case one day. She was convinced that there was a ghost living in her house who was terrorizing her day in, day out. Of course, that wasn't anything new to me. I always went about these kinds of cases the same way. Get out my camera, set up, wait at night. I mean, if I did somehow get a ghost on tape, that'd be perfect, but of course that never happened. But this time things were different. But see for yourselves. So the Ghost the Who is the one that actually sent that picture there. That was a story of how I quit my successful business and returned to my original job as a roofer. I thought this thread might be good as a collection for other ghost photographs. I'm looking forward to your experiences. Interesting. That's so cool. So my when I was a kid, I remember seeing pictures of ghosts, right? And these pictures were taken at the battle, where the Battle of Gettysburg happened, and essentially during the Civil War. And these pictures were taken in that area, and you could see like ghostly figures like looking over walls, or ghostly figures like kind of like lined up in like military formation, like in the woods. It's pretty creepy. It's pretty creepy. I haven't seen them in a long time, but I remember seeing them, like actually holding them in my hands type, like had them. It was pretty crazy. Now, I don't know if that's something that you can do in a trickery. I mean, these were really old pictures. I don't know if there's like some kind of light trickery you can do to make that happen. I have no idea, but pretty creepy if you think about it. Hello, Ghost. I'm a huge fan of your stories, and of course, I read the post you're talking about here. The tidbit about the time as a medium never fails to amuse me. Unfortunately, I can't contribute any pictures, but I wanted to express my support and think it's a great idea. Thank you, Allosaurus. I'm hoping there will be more exciting stories and great pictures. Wow, I'm first. Anyone else still asleep? I almost feel like I'm special here. Here are my treasures. So yeah, you can see the kind of ghostly figure on the right-hand side there. This is from Phenomenon. Now this one, I don't really see much other than it's just like a foggy kind of picture, but I don't see much anywhere in here. I don't know if you guys can see anything, but I don't see very much anything. I'm not sure I see anything there. As you can see here, there's something in the mirror. Because you can see two reflections of the same area. And you can see a reflection, you can see the actual shadowy figure on the left-hand mirror. But you don't see anything on the right-hand side of the mirror. Kind of creepy. Alternative, put a picture here. You got like that creepy figure in the back. A little ghostly person going up the stairs. This is another one. I don't see anything in here either, unless it's the window on the right-hand side, but I can't really see much anywhere. I don't see where it could possibly be other than the window on the right-hand side, but we can't zoom in on these either. This looks like, the two ghostly couple. It's a ghostly couple kind of walking through a real foggy park. Another picture, probably just like more creepy, just abandoned kind of house type picture. I'm not sure. I don't see anything there either. Not sure I see anything on this one either. And then that's the yeah, you can kind of see that one. Got little ghostly figures on the windows, creating a shadow on the brick wall. pretty cool. So the strange package. There used to be a young couple in my neighborhood. The Clarks was written in finger paint on their mailbox. I can still see it in my head. Just married, Mrs. Clark, pregnant in her 5th month, just bought her dream home. Everything is wonderful and nice until one day where dear Mr. Clark empties his mailbox one morning and gets out a strange packet addressed to a certain Mr. Lax. The address is his, but Mr. Clark doesn't know Mr. Lax. Nevertheless, he takes the parcel into the house and shows his dear wife. She is also the one to take it to the post office next morning to correct the small error. But the next morning, Mr. Clark finds that the packet is in his mailbox again. This time, he waits for the mailman to tell him about his error. But he just shrugs because he didn't deliver the package to the Clarks. So Mrs. Clark takes it to the post office again the next day. Again, it ends up in their mailbox. So they decide to open it. After all, it keeps ending up in their mailbox, so it must be okay for to take a look at least, right? Wrong. The same evening, the police is called to the Clarks. Both lie dead on the 2nd floor of their beautiful big house. The packet is next to both of the corpses, open but empty. Why am I telling this story? Because I was the mailman. Ooh, a little bit of a twisted turn there. Who's that, Lobster? I remember this murder. It was the main topic and the news all summer. Scary. And did they catch the killer? What was inside the packet? You delivered it to them, or am I misunderstanding? I thought the mailman said he wasn't delivering the packet, but now he's saying he is. No, I didn't. Oh, he was the mailman, but he didn't deliver the package. No, I didn't deliver the packet. I was only responsible for all the other mail that the dear Clark family got during the short time in the neighborhood. The package's content and the identity of the killer are unknown to this day. I saw it myself back then, as Mr. Clark had made me responsible for accidentally delivering it to him. Quite the story, nicely told. Reminds me a bit of the story we were talking about last week here in the forum, just that it wasn't about a parcel but a letter, and the people weren't killed either. I guess there's crazy neighbors everywhere. I've learned my lesson anyway. In case I get a package that isn't addressed to me, I won't open it, probably for the better. Want to take a look in your futures. That's Lady Lotus, and we're dealing with Lady Lotus as it is now anyway. So looking for infos, the man without a face. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do looking for help, a strange noise first, and then cursed technology. Then we'll go back into looking for infos about the man without face, because that seems to be the next part for us. And I see that we have an email as well in the top corner there. We'll open that up here in a second and figure out what's going on with that. I hope someone can help me. I've been hearing the same weird noise in front of my house for 3 weeks. It seems to be coming from the bushes, but it moves sometimes and really fast too. It doesn't happen at any particular time or like every night or something. And I've heard it about 7 times so far, and it's really weird. So we've played this clip before, but we'll play it again just so everybody can hear it. Super creepy noises, and if you were outside and these noises were happening and you were outside and at nighttime and you heard those noises, you'd freak out. I guarantee you. That it's super creepy, right? You would absolutely freak out. I'd be really happy if someone could tell me what it is. Sorry, but I guess you've got a monster in front of your house. You better move out before it gets you. But seriously, I've never heard anything like it. I guess it could be a marten. Martin, depending on where you're from, that more or less likely. Thanks for trying to make it, or thanks for trying, but it's not a marten. I know exactly what they sound like. I don't know what a marten is. Can anyone help? I am really the only one who has this in front of their house. That's a fox. Yeah, that's what I said in the beginning. I always thought it was a fox sound as well. I said that in the last stream when we played that clip. I thought it was a fox. I had the same noise in my garden for some time, and I was just as confused as you are. Then I played the game Red Dead Redemption 2 some years later and heard the same sound there. One Google search later, everything was clear because I wasn't the only one who was confused about the noise in the game. I know I'm just a gamer. Aren't we all? I don't believe it. A fox? Thanks. Yep, it's a fox, because what does a fox say? And once again, a fox destroys all our hopes to find evidence for the supernatural. Time for a little history lesson. Modern spiritualism, or spiritism, as we know it today, is attributed to the sisters Margaret and Kate Fox, who in 1848 claimed that a ghost was communicating with knocking sounds in the walls of their house in New York. Sorry, but as you're talking about foxes, I saw the perfect opportunity to segue into this little lecture. Well then, I'll declare this thread closed. Alright, thread's closed. Cursed technology. Shy Steel. This is a true story about, although it changed my life forever, I never told it to anyone. Back then, I still went to university, and I was, at the end of my second term, I was still living with my parents because it was cheaper. We've always been pretty wealthy, and I had an entire floor to myself in the big house, so it was a pretty good situation for me. One day, my dad bought himself a new tablet, cost him a fortune with the newest technology and all sorts of gadgets, and that was it. My dad was hooked. He wouldn't give me 5 minutes without that thing, especially once he found out about all the new apps he could get with his old pre-war tablet. And so, it didn't take long until his tablet was connected to all devices around the house, much to my mom's dismay, who was quietly but surely becoming very scared of technology soon taking over the world. From basement light bulbs to the fridge in the kitchen, our house had arrived in the future until that night in the summer. My parents have gone to bed already, but I was still sitting at my desk preparing for things for the next day's lecture. As I said, it was the end of the term, and exams were just around the corner. I hadn't exactly made an effort to show up to all my classes, so I was trying to catch up on my work as quickly as possible. I didn't know what a social life or a proper sleep schedule were anymore. It must have been just 1 a.m. After 1 a.m., when my stomach started to growl, I remember with glee that I had half a pizza in the fridge left over from dinner that was just waiting to get eaten. I love half a pizza. Love cold pizza in the fridge. It's like one of my favorite breakfasts is cold pizza. A short while later, the pizza was rotating in the microwave, and I was rummaging through the pantry for a worthy dessert. It was going to be a long night. And that was the only way I was sure to survive it. As I was passing through the living room with my loot, I noticed that my dad's tablet was still on. The screen appeared to be off, but something on it seemed to be moving. I went and had a closer look. And I was right. There was a white cursor in the middle of the black screen. Strange, but I decided to just turn it off. I was sure that my dad had just forgotten it. Just before my finger was about to press the power button, however, the cursor suddenly changed. But not just randomly. It flashed and disappeared slowly, but in a consistent rhythm, while letters appeared behind it. Hello. It said in the middle of the screen. The cursor had written a word. Interesting. I bent over the screen in disbelief. Hello, I read off the screen, talking more to myself, but the cursor reacted. How are you? This couldn't be real. Slowly, I looked around the dark room. I didn't know what I was expecting to find, but I guess I somehow hoped for some sort of explanation. Maybe my dad jumping from behind the anthracite-colored sofa that my mother had only bought 2 months ago, but the room was empty. Then the cursor started typing again. "Don't be afraid, Tim." That was enough. Of course I was scared, whatever the tablet was trying to tell me. Panicking, I pressed the power button, which made the tablet fall over backwards. A few steps later, I was back in my room where I went straight to bed. I had forgotten all about the pizza and my exams. The next morning, I had breakfast with my parents. My dad was on his tablet as always. I threw a look at him from the safe distance of my chair, which my dad noticed. He answered by pouring me a full glass of orange juice. Should I tell him? He'd just think I'm crazy. I asked myself all day whether I should, although I already knew the answer. And then night came again. Of course, I was laying awake in bed. I had given up studying in the early evening because, as what to be expected, I couldn't concentrate. My thoughts kept wandering off to the tablet. Might it be switched on again? Maybe my dad had installed some new quirky app that, well, spoke to you. What had happened that last night, I looked at my clock just after 1 a.m. There was no way. No matter how many questions I had, one thing was for certain. I would not be able to sleep that night, not until I had at least had another look at the tablet. I quietly snuck down the stairs carefully and into the living room, and there it was, in the darkness of the room where it belonged. Slowly I went closer. It was as if it had been waiting for me. The thought made me shudder. I had hoped to find the tablet switched off, but deep down I already knew. The cursor flashed in the middle of the screen just like the night before. It lit up, disappeared, lit up, disappeared. "Hello, Tim," it wrote. But this time, I didn't dream of switching it off. I had prepared, I had been expecting it, and yet my preparation didn't help me with the surrealness of the situation. I have to tell you something. I started feeling uneasy. There's a man at the back door. Of all things I had been expecting to read, this was not one of them. And it filled me with nothing but pure, unfiltered panic. Before I was able to react, the tablet's screen suddenly switched over. The words disappeared, and instead I looked straight into the eyes of an unknown man, an evil man who was breaking into our house that very second. The tablet had shown me a surveillance camera in the garden that was filming the back door. And then everything happened very quickly. Oh, that would be so creepy. Oh man, I don't know. That is so damn creepy. I'm already getting like chills just reading about it. I ran to the front door and pummeled the alarm system's emergency switch. All the lights in the house went on at once. An ear-piercing noise erupted, and seconds later my parents were standing in front of the entrance. My dad in his pajamas with an unloaded shotgun, that's not going to do any good, in his hands. Shortly after the police had arrived, it turned out that the man had been responsible for 5 break-ins in the state. Unfortunately, they never caught him, but my house was spared. After that, I tried finding out many times what saved me that night, but I never experienced it again. I successfully finished my degree and moved to a different city. I took the tablet with me when my parents replaced it with a new, better model. Yesterday, I tried switching it on, which is also the reason for my forum post. It seems to have finally died once and for all, but it saved me and my parents back then. That one summer night, I will keep it for the rest of my life. And maybe it will happen again some night. Maybe it'll turn back on to talk to me. Wow, great story, hard to believe, but worth the read. I can repair it for you. You can find my address on my profile. DM me to negotiate a price and for everything else. Interesting. So we can fix it. Yeah, right, you should have posted this in the bedtime stories category. These new accounts and their wrong category postings. Isn't there an admin who can move this? And then hello and a bunch of other different admins. Okay. Back to looking for info's man without a face. So we're trying to find out a little bit of information about the man without a face. We're asking this Dark Mysteries forum to see if they have any information whatsoever. And when we scroll down at the bottom, because we've already gone through all this, we're talking with the Darkness. Darkness has DM'd us. So after we responded in the first night of the new moon, Darkness has finally DM'd us. So let's check out the email here that Darkness sent us. Yes. Open. Oh, 28749. That's the only message. So it's 28749. Interesting. So now we have this number 28749. I wonder what that means. But I'm sure Jake has an idea. I'm sure Jake can help us with that. 28749. All right, sorry guys, I was kind of neglecting chat there a little bit. I see we have Lloyd here. Welcome Lloyd and Warren. Welcome Lexa. I just wanted to make sure we got through the Dark Mystery forum, that we got through everything, because I was told that we may have missed some very important information, but I wanted to make sure we got through all of it, and now we can continue on with the story. Hello Hadia, welcome. Neo, I think that's Freddie. I think that's Freddie. Welcome. Jasper, welcome. All right, so can we not talk to anybody? Oh, we can add a contact. Oh, what was the number? 9874 something? Does anybody remember the number? That way I don't have to go back into 28749. 28749. Thank you, Lloyd. The Darkness, look at that. We're actually talking with the Darkness right now. Greetings. Thank you for your message. Hello, Darkness, my... Hello, Darkness, my old friend. I wonder how many times he gets that. I've come to talk to you again. It's all part of the same song. He does. I don't think he's very, very appreciative of it. I was expecting a serious conversation. It appears I was mistaken. It's not often that someone is interested in a man without a face. Look, I was going to have a serious conversation with the Darkness, but, well, I couldn't resist. I couldn't jam resist. And it never happens to be two people come to me in such a short space of time. Who are you, Nemos? I'm just someone who is interested in old legends. You can call me tongue-tied. I'm not going to tell him who I am. There's no way I'm telling him who I am. Because if this is the man without a face, the man without a face has reached out to us, and the man without a face would know who we are as tongue-tied. So I'm just a man looking for answers. Look, I'm just someone who's interested in old legends. Darkness. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. Now we're getting copyright tongue-tied? I hope not. No, that's not true. Tell me something about you. Fine. Let's see what we can tell him about him. I'm a friend of Avali's. Had a really bad week. Look, I'm a friend of Avali's. That's not good enough. Sorry, but that's all you're getting. If I had to describe myself in one word, I'm starting to get to the point, like, maybe we should start being, like, strict with it. Like, so, that's not good enough. Well, sorry, that's all you're getting. Like, too bad. Too damn bad. But if we but I'm kind of curious as to what the one word that we would describe ourselves as. Like, I'm curious as to what that word is. Like, which word is that? I'd have to say that that's impossible. Then it would be moody, vivacious, humorous, or loyal. What should we pick? Chat, I'll let you pick this one. Chat, if are we moody, vivacious, humorous, or loyal? We got loyal, we got humorous, we got vivacious again, loyal, moody, humorous. Oh man. Humorous, moody, loyal. It's all about even right now. Humorous, moody, humorous. All right, moody, loyal. Hmm. Loyal, humorous. All right, we're going humorous. It seems like that one. It seems like humorous seems to be the big winner there. I appreciate the suggestions. We're going with humorous. Everybody, there's definitely more humorous than there is anything else there. I think vivacious and moody might have been the next ones. Loyal was definitely, well, out of the four, I guess it was. That's how we go. Superficial, but enough to go on. What did you and Avley talk about? What did you and Avley, or what did you tell Avley about the old legend? So what did you tell Avley about the old legend? Like, I'm curious as to what the darkness has to say about the old legend. But the darkness told him the truth. And what's the truth, darkness? I wonder. Janelle says loyal because the darkness might think you're actually doing it for Amy, who also known as Avley. That's true. It could be. It could be. Allie, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the finale of Duskwood episode 8. So the darkness told Amy the truth. The man without a face is an avenger, typical for old legends and stories. Commit a terrible sin, and he will kill you. I already know that. I already know that, darkness. You're not telling me anything I don't already know. Of course you already know that because it's the same over and over again. Do something bad, and bad things will happen to you. Sin, and the devil will come and get you. Why are you interested in such an old story? Because he's real, darkness. Don't you understand? Yes, he is. There are people who have seen the devil. And there are people who could or who would not recognize him if he stood right in front of them. I wonder what category you belong in. I have seen him. I don't think that I can say for sure. I would recognize him, but avert my gaze. I think I would recognize him. I would recognize him and then kind of like avert my gaze to make it seem like inconspicuous. Blanca, welcome to the stream. Amber Brewer. Hello, Amber. Welcome. Haven't seen you around in a while. Welcome to the stream, Amber. So nice to see you again. Nemos. What does that name stand for? You wouldn't understand. A friend of mine invented it a lot. It stands for everything, darkness. It stands for everything that I am and everything that you're not. But I don't know what to pick. You wouldn't understand. You look, Darkness. Like I'm not gonna explain it to you because you wouldn't understand. Shike says a lot. It should be a lot. It stands for a lot. It stands for everything. Maybe that's what we'll go with. We'll go with that, Shike. Stands for a lot. Endless information, a tragic fate, anonymity, anonymity, not that's one of them words, anonymity. For two souls that are coincidentally but eternally connected. Ooh, I kind of like that one. It stands for a lot. For two souls that are coincidentally but eternally connected. Talking about me and Jake, right? That's an interesting. Two souls connected to each other. Yeah, I like that. It kind of resembles us as the main character and Jake. That's what we're gonna go with. Did you drill Avali as much as me? And what does darkness stand for? Darkness. Darkness is like it stands for without light. It stands for zero light and it's just dark. For the world's all-encompassing darkness. I see. Whatever. I don't really care, Darkness. I just asked you because you were asking me, and what goes around comes around. So I don't really care. You know your friend Avali never wrote anything ever again in that forum after her post. Ooh, Alan. Alan Bloomgate reaching out to us. Some of us don't like it when people only sign up to exploit us. I think you're taking this all too seriously. You're wasting my time because of this forum. I'm not like that. You're wasting my time because of this forum. Look, I'm not like that. And I can tell you the reason why Amy doesn't post in the forum anymore. It's because she's jammed dead. She's been murderized. I want to be upfront with you, and I think we're getting ready to let him know that Avali is dead. You didn't know that. People in the forum are complaining she never replies anymore. Right, so they're complaining, but they don't even know. They have no idea that she's been killed and she can't comment in the forum anymore. It's not because she's taking advantage of anybody, it's because she literally can't. She's jammed dead. And now you know why. Look, now you know why. It's because she's dead. She's been murderized. Lexa, here's an accent. You hear an accent, Lexa? What kind of accent are you hearing? I don't know about that. I think I'm the only one in the world without an accent. If I do have an accent, that just means that it's everyone combined. Everyone's tethered to me, which creates my accent. Probably not, but trying to incorporate it all. Alexa can't tell between Irish and Scottish. We have a new tethered here. Who's that? I see Foxy Doxy's there. Hello, Foxy Doxy. Alan is a sussy baka. Really tongue-tied. You don't have an accent. Do I have an accent, Lily? I don't know if I do or not. You think I have an accent, Lily, but you like it? Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Whether I have an accent or not, I appreciate it. Tongue-tied is American question mark. Am I? Or is that just where I'm living right now? For now. No, tongue-tied couldn't even pronounce Norwegian. I can pronounce Norwegian. Tongue-tied, reveal your face. This is my face. Sometimes it changes colors, but this is it. This is tongue-tied's face. If you want to see tongue-tied's face, look at the camera. This is it. Sometimes it changes colors. Sometimes it turns on and off. Sometimes it blinks. Sometimes it goes really fast. But this is it. So, Darkness, do you understand now how serious this is? Try to say penguin. Penguin. Try to say penguin. What do you think I was going to say? Penguin? 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 No more face reveal. It's time for credit card info reveal. Yeah, you wish. You wouldn't get anything out of it anyways. They're all maxed out. You wouldn't get anything out of it. Jam maxed out. Couldn't charge anything to it if you wanted to. So what was the cause of her death? It was the man without a face. Darkness. However, we got Alan Bloomgate that's reaching out to us. A conversation about this matter would be very important. We can also talk in person at the station. Just give me your preferred time and I will expect you with a cup of coffee. Do you know where the police station is in Duskwood? No, I don't, but you're not even online for me to answer you, Alan. Jim, not online. How am I supposed to answer you and you're not online? What are you guys talking about now? You're acting like Jake now. I've been tongue-tied longer than Jake's been Jake. Maybe Jake is acting like tongue-tied. Alan is a jam dirty cop. Maybe. It might be. Maybe. Alan is your mom who called you, but when you called back, she wouldn't answer. What are you talking about? Alan is the Bloomgate police officer. They did call. I tried calling back, but they wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. They wouldn't answer. But Alan Bloomgate, that's the police officer. What if tongue-tied is actually the man without a face because he's wearing a mask and doesn't reveal himself, France? You think I'm the man without a face? And I'm doing all this to catch myself? Or am I doing all this to lead everyone away from me? Keep my secret identity and make everyone trust me. Make you all think that I'm innocent and that I'm not even the man without a face. And now you're saying I'm the man without a face? I can't believe you, France. I can't believe you would say that. That Shike thinks tongue-tied's a man without a face. I can't believe you would say that. I can't believe you would say I was a man without a face. I've got a face. It's right here. You see it. You can see my jam face. So, Darkness, it was the man without a face that killed Avalie, and that's why I'm here. She was embarrassed. She claimed to only be asking about the man without a face for a friend. Did she tell you her friend's name? Do you know anything? Do you know why her friend was interested in the man without face? Did you talk in the forum? Did she tell you about the friend's name? I wonder. Tongue-tied is more like Jake, not the man without a face. Thank you, Lex. I appreciate that. All of you doubters and naysayers, all of you man without a face sayers. Lex has got my back. I'm more like Jake. I'm here to help. I'm trying to find a man without a face. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame Dan isn't here. I wonder what happened. Lloyd, I know Lloyd misses Dan. I know he does. And Dan, if you're watching this right now, we miss you. Lloyd misses you. No, and I didn't believe her. Come on, a friend. You always say that when you ask about something that you're embarrassed about. That's true. In her case, I think it was the truth, though. Is it the truth? Maybe she was asking about the man without a face for her and her friend. I don't know. It's probably true, though. Do you know why her friend was interested in the man without a face? Did you talk in the forum? See if he knows why the friend might have been interested. Why Avalee was saying that her friend wanted to know about the man without a face. Duskwood legend. Guys, just promise me that you guys won't sus. Talk about you won't sus. Won't sus what? Nobody knows. I bet they have a secret relationship. You talking about between Dan and Lloyd? I bet they do. I bet they talk all the time. I bet they are constantly talking. Even now, they're probably talking with each other. Lloyd and Dan are the biggest enemies in this chat. I think the correct term would be frenemies. They're like the best friends, but like also the best enemies. Like they absolutely hate each other, but they're best friends. So Darkness didn't ask. He didn't ask why the friend was interested in man with. You asked me. Why wouldn't you ask them? Darkness, you're hiding something. That doesn't seem to like you. You asked me a lot of questions, Darkness, and then but you saying that you didn't ask Avalee those same questions. Feeling attracted to the darkness does not need an explanation. Very vague. Very vague Darkness. Did you talk in the forum? No, I asked for her number. That makes you suspicious. Oh, is Darkness the last number in Amy's? No, that was Hannah's phone, not Amy's phone. We don't know Hannah. We don't know Amy's phone log. I don't want to make him feel like he's suspicious, so I think I'll just ask why. Although I would love to jam suspicious. Why not? Because. Can you give me Avalee's number? You want a dead person's number? Of course I do. Because why not? Who claim to be friends with? Who you claim to be friends with, you will feel right at home in our community. I will send you her contact info. Thank you. Thank you, Darkness. Oh, look at that. It's Amy. Look at this. Oh, it's Amy. We've never seen pictures of Amy before. Now, Amy, if you guys remember, was in the same art class as Cleo. But she was kind of like inconspicuous. Like she didn't really stand out very much. And so as you can see here, she's got some photographs. I don't know if that's Amy or not. I feel like it probably isn't, but she's got some art. She has some creatings that might be her standing at the edge of a dock. A very poorly made dock, if I may say so myself. Her taking a picture of her taking a picture. just randomly sitting in a dark little, I don't know, restaurant. But does she know she's being a picture's being taken of her? Is this her posing for that picture? Another little painting. Looked like a man smoking a cigarette. Or a person smoking a cigarette, I don't know. Picking weeds. At least it looks like she's picking weeds. Another little picture of her, a little artistic picture. That reminds me of somebody. Looks familiar. Picture of her in maybe a hotel room? And then again, does she know that a picture is being taken of her? Is she posing for that picture? Ooh, Medusa. All the snakes for hair. Can't look into her eyes, you turn into stone. Luckily, I don't have eyes. I can't turn into stone. Out in the wild, another little picture, painting, and then her acting like a little puppy sticking her head out the window of a moving car. I love it. It's like one of my favorite things dogs do when you're driving around with them in your car. They stick their head out and their ears go flopping around. It looks like they're flying. Like now this reminds me of somebody. Like I don't know. I don't know what it reminds me of. Oh, I know who it reminds me of. It reminds me of what's that big girl's name from Resident Evil? Lady Demiscuscu or something like that. Lady Demetriscuscu, whatever her name is. That's who it reminds me of. A little bit, not much. It's very, very similar. So can we talk to Amy? Not yet. Probably have to go talk to Jake first. Jake or Darkness? If you could think of anything else, Darkness, please tell me. Ego Chan says Lady Dimitrescu is hot. Lady Dimitrescu. Is that how you pronounce it? Lady Dimitrescu. I never knew. Never knew. She sips blood. She's a damn vampire, guys. Of course she drinks blood. She's a vampire. She needs it to survive. So, if you can think of anything else, please tell me. The girl inquires about the man without a face, and now she's dead. Do you think you could post this in the story in the forum? Of course I can. If I ever have time, that would be very disrespectful towards her. Do you think you could post a story in the forum? If I have time. Look, if I have time, I'll post a story in there. It might be a little disrespectful, though, so I'm not sure now. That's good. Very good. What remains of us, if not our stories? In case the police ask about me, you have no idea who Tongue-Tied is. You'd look, tell them I said hi. If the police ask about me, tell them I said hi. Look, you don't know me. If the police ask, you don't know me. It's all fine. So now, who do we talk to? Jake. Jake just came back online. Tongue-Tied, yes. Did you see? Did you see what happened? Did you go back and look at all the little messages? Amy's number. I have Amy's number. It's the last number on Hannah's phone list. No way. Is it really? So she called Amy. She talked to Amy before Hannah went missing. But Amy was Amy dead by this time? Was Amy already dead before Hannah went missing, or was Amy missing before Hannah? I just wanted to message you about that too. Like I suspected. Like I suspected. I suspected it all along. All the gym time. So we could have just added her number. All right, we could have just added her number and then we would have known it was her number all along. That's what we should do. We should have just started adding a bunch of people's numbers. And then when the number finally comes up, then we would know. No, of course, I already tried that. Amy's profile automatically declines any requests. Ah, well, of course, Jake would have thought of that first. Just like Poke. Oh, that's right. I remember Poke declined it at first as well. But why didn't Amy's decline mine? Like, I added Amy and it worked out perfect. Dan's got a profile picture update. Look at that. That long beard. On the road. So Dan is out of the hospital, is he? Is Dan finally out of the hospital and he's on the road? Or is this still him in the hospital on the road to recovery? If he was here, he'd be able to answer that for us, but he's not. Hannah had her last call with Amy. Oh, man. I wonder what they talked about. The call was pretty long, too. I suspected it. It's good to finally have the full list. Conclusive evidence that the two cases are connected. I don't know if that would make it conclusive, but it definitely makes it seem like they're connected. I'm going to put that anyways. It definitely makes it seem like the two cases are connected. And Jake said he called Amy multiple times, but she never answered. The police will probably know that. Tell me why you did it with a throwaway phone. And so did I. We did try calling Amy once. That's very true. A long time ago. We tried calling Amy once. It did not go very well. It just kept ringing and ringing and ringing. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we know why he did it with a throwaway phone. That way he couldn't be tracked by the police in case the police was trying to track his phone calls. Which he probably does most of his calling with throwaway phones. That way he can't get his location triangulated. But we definitely tried calling Amy at least once. At least once we tried calling Amy. Ego Chan, I said it once and I'll say it again. Dan plus Lloyd equals enemies to lovers. Another connection between you and the cases. We need to be even more cautious in the future. Good. We should look at Amy's profile. Maybe we can find our next clue there. Okay. I mean, I did look at Amy's profile, but maybe I can look again. See if we can find anything anything interesting. Oh, we have videos. I didn't even check the videos. Let's check these videos. If you're not hearing anything, I'm not hearing anything. It's just completely silent. You know, you shouldn't look directly in the sun like that. It's very bad for your eyes. She's looking at the sun for a long time. Looks like she's in a little... Oh, she's having photos taken of her. Doing all the different little poses. She thinks she is a little Instagram model or something. Nothing too interesting in these videos. Which, it does make me think, though, that the other pictures where it looks like she's just kind of like her, and it looks like a creepy picture is being taken of her. Like, here and here. Clearly that's staged. So, clearly that's staged. So, Now, we checked all of the gallery, and we checked the videos, and I didn't see anything crazy. Oh, gallery update. Gallery update. Look at that picture of Dan. Look at that gorgeous little mug of his. Rocking Beard Game hard. Good picture of Dan on the road again. In the meantime, please take a look at Amy's profile. I did. Now Jake's offline. So what do we got to do now? I looked at her profile. Do you think we need to go to her Instagram? Oh, shit! Who is that? 68135?
This is a call from Nadal Penitentiary. You will not be charged for this call, and the inmate will cover its costs.
Is this Ted Madruga?
If you would like to accept this call, please hold the line.
Is this Ted Madruga?
Hey, it's Phil.
Oh, it's Phil.
You know, from Duskwood.
Of course.
How are you? Better than me, I hope.
I'm doing great.
Sorry for disturbing you, but I just don't know who else to turn to. Guess you made a lasting impression.
Oh, you're welcome.
Listen, I'm innocent. They put me in here because of my connections to Michael Hansen.
Michael
You hear
Hansen.
me? Michael Hansen. The police won't even listen to what I have to say. They've already put us...
Attention, the inmate's credit has been used up. Your
No.
call will end shortly.
I'm running out of time. You have to prove that I'm innocent. I'm counting on you.
Add more credits. Oh, Michael Hansen. Wait a second, Michael Hansen. So isn't there another Hansen? Jennifer Hansen, right? So Michael Hansen, Jennifer Hansen. Whatever happened to Jennifer? Michael? Is Michael Jennifer's like brother or father or something? Huh. So if Michael Hansen is related to Jennifer, and that the bad things happen to Jennifer, then Michael could be using the legend to exact, I was going to say revenge, but I guess he's acting as an avenger for what happened to Jennifer. And it could be that Amy and Hannah could have been in the car together, had the accident which took out Jennifer, and now Michael Hansen, the brother or father of Jennifer Hansen, is now kidnapped and, well, killed Amy, but is now possibly has Hannah. So, oh, it's starting to add up. Michael Hansen, Jennifer Hansen's brother father. So the person who gave info on Phil to get him arrested is now trying to frame Michael Hansen as the man without a face. What if Michael Hansen is the man without a face? It makes sense. He's avenging Jennifer, and Hannah and Amy may have had something to do with Jennifer's death. And so now he's avenging. You know, he's doing the avenging part. You know, they committed grave sins, and now he's taking them out. Can I call Phil back? I don't think I can. I don't think I can call Phil back. because he called from the jail, and I don't know if is this it?
This is a call from Maydal Penitentiary.
Yeah. Okay. So we do have his call.
For this call,
I recorded it.
The inmate will cover its costs. If you would like to accept this call, please hold the line.
Hey, it's Phil. You know, from Duskwood. How are you? Better than me, I hope. Sorry for disturbing you, but I just don't know who else to turn to. Guess you made a lasting impression. Listen, I'm innocent. They put me in here because of my connections to Michael Hansen. You hear me? Michael Hansen. The police won't even listen to what I have to say. They've already put us...
Attention, the inmate's credit has been used up. Your call will end shortly.
I'm running out of time. You have to prove that I'm innocent. I'm counting on you.
So it doesn't fit the MO of the man without a face, I guess. And Hannah was absolutely certain the person who is stalking her was Jen's killer, not her father. But could that have been just Hannah saying that it was Jen's killer, even though Hannah was the possibly the killer? I mean, I don't know. Now we're just trying to trust on who said what and what they said, and trying to trust that that's accurate. Because we don't know if Hannah had something to do with Jennifer Manson's death yet. We don't know that yet. But it certainly seems like that. It seems like whoever the man without a face is, which is possibly Michael Hansen, might have something to do with Hannah, and Hannah may have something to do with Jennifer's death. I mean, that would be the reason why Michael Hansen or the man without a face is attacking Hannah. So I don't know. It's interesting. Amber was at work. Are you still at work, Amber? Amber's working hard every damn day. I was just called by Phil. Jake, hope you're on. Hope you can answer. He was at the jam police station. He was in jail. Jake was listening. Okay, good. So he's actually in the prison because of our case. What do we know, or what do we do now? Michael Hansen. Like, who is Michael Hansen, Jake? Has this name ever come up for Jake? So you're supposed to prove his innocence, but how does he want you to do that? We need to find Michael Hansen. Did you not read what I sent you, Jake? I said Michael Hansen. ... You're supposed to add to that. It's easier said than done in this case. It's a good question. He knows that I'm investigating Hannah's case. So yeah, he knows that we're investigating Hannah's case. So we just got to figure out how to prove Phil innocent. So Phil was in contact with Michael Hansen. Was he in contact with Michael Hansen at all? I mean, he gave us a name. That's for sure. We know for sure that he gave us a name. So Amber is not working anymore, or is, well, still working, but off work now. That's good. Get some nice rest and relaxation in. That's good. That's good. Jake was really jealous. So for Amber, when Amber played, Jake was super jealous. I think Jake gets really jealous when Phil originally talks to us. When Phil originally talks to us and he's like flirting with us, yeah, Jake gets super jealous, I think. Unfortunately, the automatic voice message drowned out something he said. Yeah, that automated thing said that his credits are starting to run out. I wonder what he was saying in that time. I wonder what Phil was saying. Yes, because Michael Hansen was the old owner of the Aurora, and Phil bought the bar from him. Amber says it's time for some R&R, some rest and relaxation. Sounds amazing. I know that Michael lives in Duskwood. Jesse talked to me about Michael earlier. Did she? I don't remember. Did Jesse talk to us about Michael earlier? And does Michael live in Duskwood? Does Michael Hansen live in Duskwood? I can't remember. Chat, you got to help me out here. Does Michael Hansen live in Duskwood? And did Jesse ever talk to us about that? And hello, Rebecca, Leah. Hello, Rebecca, and hello, Leah. Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys are here. It's amazing. Janelle has a poor memory. Me too, Janelle. She has his address. Michael doesn't live in Duskwood. I think he moved. Okay. Jesse found his number and address. And from there, I got all the info. What are you talking about, Duskwood Legend? I'm not answering the jam questions. Jesse did mention Michael. It's from the files in Roger's garage. Okay. So Jesse mentioned Michael. Jesse's got information on Michael and the address. Right. Okay. That makes sense. I'm starting to remember that now too. Amber says the ending is really scary. Yeah. Maybe to you, Amber, but not to Tongue-Tied. Tongue-Tied doesn't get scared. So Jesse talked about Michael earlier. His number isn't current anymore, but his address might be. I wonder how they know each other. I thought Jennifer's father would have probably had more or less the same to say as Iris. So we have his number, which isn't current, but we have his address, which might be. Interesting. No, we shall see about that. Ronette, sure, you don't get scared. There's not once have I ever, not once. And I challenge anybody to prove it. Tongue-Tied sounds like Batman. Where is she? Could you please say something? Are you still there, Jake? I need your help. Jake, I need your help. Jam, help me. I've already said that Jesse looking for a file about Hannah or about Hansen. You don't block my messages, right? I don't know what you're talking about, Liddy. I don't block messages. If YouTube thinks it's inappropriate, then YouTube might block them. But if I don't personally block them unless I feel it's necessary. But if you're just talking about Duskwood or you're just talking about the Jam game, no, I wouldn't block your messages. I'd only block the messages that are like, I don't know, like obvious, like people coming in here and like, I don't know. There's certain circumstances I would block messages or block a viewer, but it's very rare, and it's got to be something crazy. It's got to be something like really, really, really bad, But no, I'm not blocking messages. Hell, I hardly ever have time to even look up at the chat, let alone block a message. But Jake's not helping, guys. You just can't stand Phil, can you, Jake? If it's about Phil, you get all jealous. Something about him irks me. Jake's all jealous about Phil. but that can't get in the way of our investigation. It's right. Put your emotions to the side, Jake. I will concentrate on Michael Hansen for the time being. One last question. Will the police know that Phil called me? Probably. It's probably recorded. I can't see why they wouldn't know. Tongue-tied, the video of the game where you open the room door and the ghost stands there. I remember that scream. No. You don't even remember the game. You don't remember the game, let alone the scream. I don't know what you're talking about, Warren. I don't know what you're jam talking about. Daya, welcome, Daya. Daya. Jake is jealous of Phil over Tat. They both have a thing for tongue-tied. Richy did mention the Aurora would be the last place he'd take us. Interesting. Why does Jake sound like an 80-year-old man who still uses irks? That's true. Some of Jake's vernacular is kind of funny, like irks. Who says irks anymore? Blanca says everyone has a thing for tongue-tied. I don't know why. I don't know why you would have a thing for tongue-tied. But we are all connected. We're all connected by the tethered. Earth Rose says irks. Earth Rose, are you an 80-year-old? According to what was it, Ronette? Was it Ronette? Yeah. Earth Rose, are you an 80-year-old man that says irks all the time? Tongue-tied is a jam genius. That's why. That's jam why. Alexis says it first. Alexis said it first. Tongue-tied's a jam genius. You're afraid of becoming more prominent target to the police. I'm not afraid. It's the jam truth. I am becoming more of a prominent suspect to the police. It's not a fear. It's just what's actively happening. I think it could be dangerous. You should know what that Jake, you should know what that feels like to be wanted. Lexus says irks as well. That's shocking. That's shocking that people still use the word irks. But then again, I'm sure I use terms and vernacular that a lot of people don't use. I'm sure I use quite a bit of it. I'm going to have to start using irks more often. Because why not? Because why not? You don't need to be afraid of the police. I can sense you're keeping something from me again. Why not? And if you say so. I want to ask him why not. Like, why don't you think that I need to be afraid of the police, or why that I don't need to be afraid of the police? But then at the same time, if I can say, hey, I can sense that you're keeping something from me, it might bring something out of Jake. It might make Jake say something to us. You know what, Jake? I can sense that you're hiding something from me again. Let's see if he is. Let's see if Jake is hiding something from us again. You know, he needs to be straight up with us. I have one more ace up my sleeve. You will understand when the time comes to use it. Until then, it is not important. You know what? But I'd like to know, Jake. I'd still like to know. I will message you once I find anything useful about Michael Hansen. Tongue-tied. I found something in connection with Michael Hansen. Oh, that was so fast. That was so damn quick, Jake. Oh, you're damn genius, Jake. You found out so quick. And what is that? That was quick, Jake. That was so fast. That's so fast. Oh, we got an audio message. I will wait until you have listened to the recording. Right now, we're listening right now.
Questioning of witness Michael Hansen will now resume. It is currently 1:33 a.m. In the room are the questioned Michael Hansen as well as Alan Bloomgate. So, Michael, please continue.
So, as I said, I was working and thought she had already arrived and was out somewhere at the festival.
What made you think that?
Because that's what she did last year, too. There wasn't anything unusual about it. Listen, Alan, it's late. I'm tired.
During your last interrogation, you said, one moment please, I thought Jennifer had gone to the Pine Glade Festival with her friends after arriving in Duskwood.
Yes, I thought she was looking at the fireworks. It's always packed in the Aurora during the Pine Glade Festival. She knows that I don't have time for her then. And she wanted to see the fireworks. She always looked forward to them the most.
When did you get home, Michael?
Around 3 or 4.
And you didn't go into Jennifer's room when you arrived at your house? You didn't check to see whether your daughter was home? For the record, the questioned is shaking his head in disagreement. Please say no, Mr. Hansen. My recording device can't see you.
No, I've told you I don't know how many times. I thought Jennifer was probably already asleep, so I went to bed. Next morning, I wanted to wake her up, and I saw that she wasn't in her room.
That was the point at which you informed your ex-wife, Iris Hansen, correct?
Yeah, correct. Jennifer didn't like her room. She never complained, but I could tell when she stayed over at my place for the first time. It was still decorated the way her grandmother had it when she was a kid. I never changed it. I don't know what young woman her age like.
Your ex-wife then informed the police in Duskwood, correct?
Yes, goddammit. Correct. The same answer I gave you the last 100 times you asked. My daughter is missing. Go and look for her instead of wasting your time asking stupid questions.
Huh. Michael Hansen was getting a little testy there, losing his temperature. Losing his temperature. He's losing his temper. So Ego-chan says, I eat, that's why I have thick thighs now. Thick thighs save lives. Don't you forget that. And even Blanca agrees. Even Blanca agrees. Thick thighs are good. Thick thighs save lives. All right. Thanks for waiting, Jake. That was a longer audio clip than I was expecting. Earth Rose, thick thighs take lives. I suppose depending on how you use them. I think we should not waste any more time and talk about it. Or waste any time and talk about it. Where do we go? Or where do we... What just happened? Something happened. Did we get a message from somebody? I didn't see it. I wasn't looking. We got a notification at the top. What was that notification? A new profile pic for who? Who was the new profile pic for? It wasn't Amy. It wasn't Alan. Oh, was it Lily? No, it wasn't Lily. Who was the new profile pic for? Dan updated his gallery again, did he? Oh, he did. Look at him. Look at that. He didn't waste any time. He's out hiking in the woods. Look at Dan go. Maybe that's why he's not with us today. He's out hiking. That's what he's doing. Look, He's finally out of the hospital. I can't even blame him for it. Can't even blame him for it. He's out of the hospital. He's out walking around. He's out hiking. He's out enjoying life that he wasn't able to enjoy for the past how many months that he was in a hospital after his accident. So I can't even blame him that he's not on the stream. He's out enjoying life right now, having a great time. All right. So where do we begin? The police were suspecting Michael. Michael didn't notice that Jennifer was missing. Both very true. Concerning the Aurora bar. I wonder if we'd be essentially go through each one of these, but in the event that we don't, I have to make the right decision. So the police were suspecting Michael. Michael didn't notice that Jennifer was missing. So the police were definitely suspecting Michael. That's for sure. Amber Brewer says Michael is suspicious. I agree, Amber. It's a new name, right? It's a new name. Michael Hansen is like a new name in episode 8 here. It's interesting. Which makes it seem like the man without a face could potentially be a person that we've never even seen before yet. Nobody from the group, somebody that we haven't even seen before. It could possibly be him. Could possibly be Michael Hansen. Interesting. Must have been hard on him. I don't know. I don't know if that was hard on him or not. It seemed like he was losing his temperature. Seemed like he was getting a little heated. Earth Rose says that he was probably a little irked. He was probably irked that the police were wasting time on him and not finding Jennifer. That's very true. He might have been a little irked there. It happens on true crime, causing many to go cold. The detective gets tunnel vision. Right. That's very true. Very true. Blanca doesn't think Michael is the man without a face, but I don't think he is from the group either. So who do you think the man without a face is, Blanca? Have we physically met the man without a face yet? Like, do we have a name for the man without a face, Blanca? I wonder who you think it is. Jasper, question. What happened to Richy? Richy was killed. Short, long story short, Richy was taken out. Yeah, he had chocolate syrup flowing out of his mouth and everything. Does he seem suspicious to you? I'm aware that this question may seem very early, but I am interested to hear your assessment. Oh, does Michael Hansen seem suspicious? I don't know. He kind of does, sort of. Sort of, kind of. Right? Ah, man. I think if it was me, I think he seems suspicious. You mean chocolate sauce? That's what I said. Chocolate syrup. Chocolate flowing out of his mouth. It's chocolate sauce, chocolate syrup. That's what I said. I said chocolate. Oh, France means ketchup. I mean chocolate sauce. That's right. It was jam chocolate. Definitely a person of interest for sure, says Warren. I agree with you, Warren. He's definitely a person of interest, and he's a little sus. He's a little suspicious. He's so uncooperative, but that's just my intuition. I think that's just because he was being interrogated. Look, that's just my intuition. That's just my guess. I don't actually know if he is suspicious or not, but he seems like it to me. I think they added Michael Hansen to throw us off. Interesting theory you have there, Jessica. Or should I call you Jesse? Jessica Dow thinks that they added Michael Hansen to just throw us off. On Andressa says that the man without a face is Richy for sure, but how can you be so sure, Andressa? Richy's supposedly dead, and we don't even have his body. We don't know where he is. And it sounds like this wasn't the first interrogation, but Michael had an alibi, didn't he? Look, it's definitely not the first time they interrogated him. He mentioned it like he's like, I told you last time. I told you once before. Like, they've interrogated him a couple times. Yes, Duskwood police must not have had a lot to go on in this case of Jennifer Hansen. Back then, they still thought it was murder, which made Michael pretty angry, just like Hannah. They didn't think it was murder back then, did they? I feel like they ruled it as an accident. Made Michael pretty angry that they didn't have a lot to go on. But it's just like Hannah's case. They don't really have anything to go on with Hannah's case either. Michael would want revenge for his daughter's death. I agree, Adeline. I agree. I think that's a very solid theory. You would think that he would want to exact revenge on it. All right, so we are going to go through each one of them. So Michael didn't notice that Jennifer was missing. He thought that they were at like that little like carnival fair, whatever it was. He only realized the next morning he was too busy in the Aurora. His ex-wife must have blamed it. Look, he only realized that the next morning. But I don't understand why we're telling this to Jake if Jake just listened to if Jake has the audio. But I guess we're just discussing it. We're just discussing, trying to bounce ideas off of one another. He assumed that Jennifer must have been at the festival and then came back afterwards. That in reality, she never arrived there. A huge mistake. But in reality, she never arrived. Right. Maybe Michael and Richy are working together. Daya. Maybe Michael and Richy are working together. That would be interesting. But why? Why would Michael and Richy work together? Like, what would be the motive for that? Daya, what would be the motive for Richy and Michael working together? Alexa says, Richy's dad, Paul, is the one who goes to the police to find his cat, which means Richy's mom must have passed away. Paul went to the police to find his cat? Did he? I don't remember seeing that. If Alan is involved with or is the man without a face, then it would explain why the police didn't look for Jennifer's killer that much. That's true. It would explain it. Daya was my poor name. I'm sorry, Daya. I just I've never been told exactly how to pronounce it yet. So I just pronounce it multiple ways. That way you know that I'm talking to you. So in the last statement, at least according to Alan, Michael had mentioned a certain Pine Glade Festival. Have you heard of that? Never. I've never heard of it. Not once. Not once in my entire jam life have I ever heard of the Pine Glade Festival. We should ask the others next chance we get. Why was Jennifer in Duskwood? Yeah, look, we should ask the others. We should ask the others next time we get a chance to find out what the Pine Glade Festival is. think that would be a good idea. Might even be taking place soon. It's probably being organized by the Gate of Hope. Oh, it might be, but I don't know. I don't even know what the Pine Glade Festival is and or if it's being organized by the Gate of Hope. But it might be taking place soon. That's possible. So concerning about the Aurora Bar, Michael was the owner back then. That's how Phil and Michael know each other, right? So that's how they know each other. Welcome back, Apex Gaming. Jessica did not seem to know the name Michael Hansen. However, shouldn't she have known him through her brother? At least heard the name. You would think. Phil and Jesse don't get along so well. So should the rest of the group, really. That does seem logical. No, not necessarily. You would think that the rest of the group, you would think that Duskwood, being the small town that it is, you would think that they would all like have an idea of who Michael Hansen is and how Phil became the bar owner. They would all have an idea. They would all figure out, they would all have some kind of clue. They would all, there would be information there. There definitely would be information there. I mean, it's such a small town, like, they would know. But the rest of the group should know that, really, too. Maybe a conversation with Michael could be beneficial. I had been thinking that, too. Well, our first attempt at contacting him didn't work. So how can we get in touch with him now? We should keep this interrogation from the others. Should we? Why not? Why not just let everybody see what's going on? Oh, we shouldn't. We shouldn't keep the interrogation from the others. So, right. So let's go ahead and send it to the group chat. Let's go ahead and send this file. Oh, I thought for sure I was going to have to select the file, but that made it easier. We just were able to just send it. Please listen to the interrogation. Finally, I've been on tenterhooks for hours. What the hell's a tenterhook? I've been on tenterhooks for hours. I don't know what a tenterhook is. Why didn't you do something instead of waiting for us? This stuff takes time. What's a tenterhook? Chat, what is a tenterhook? Just Googled it. Apparently, on tenterhooks means waiting for something to happen. But I understand that. I figured that out based off of his response. But I feel like there's got to be an actual picture of a tenterhook. like, is a tenterhook an actual physical thing? Like, is it a physical thing? Or is it just an expression? He was on the edge of his seat. That's a tenterhook. To be on the edge of your seat is a tenterhook. I don't know. Something to dry clothes with. That's a clothesline, Lexa. And or a clothespin. Like, I don't know what a tenterhook is. It's an expression. It's a stupid expression. And an expression that I'm going to have to start using from now on. We are going to be on tenterhooks until episode 9 comes out. Tenterhooks. Irks. Tenterhooks. Not knowing what a tenterhook is irks me. But you know what, Thomas? This stuff takes time. It takes tenterhooks, Thomas. Whether it irks you or not. It's not a common saying where I live. It's not a common saying where anybody lives. I know, but I'm just sitting here and there's nothing I can do. What makes you believe that there's nothing you can do? I thought tongue-tied would be preparing the next steps. Sorry, that's actually, or that wasn't supposed to sound so accusatory. I knew what that one was. I knew it. It just threw me for a loop there. Accusatory. Joe Rollins, nice pink mask. It's cute. It looks amazing on you, tongue-tied. Thank you. Thank you. I like it too. It's one of my favorites. I'll listen to the file. Okay. I wonder what this will tell us. So something just happened. Jake. You're all right. Okay. No. This Alan guy keeps messaging me, Jake. Look, he keeps messaging me. He's not allowing me to message him back. It's getting annoying. Tongue-tied. Where can I download the sign? I can't find it. So, Warren, unfortunately, it does seem like the sign is only available in certain areas. I've heard that it's available in Germany. I've heard that it's available in the United States, in America. But it's not available in a lot of different countries or regions. But I downloaded it through Google Play Store. And again, if it's not available in your region or in your area, then you're not going to be able to download it unless you find unless you find like an APK. Unless you can find it online somewhere and download it online, you're not going to be able to download it through the Google Store until they make it available for your area. However, even though it's not available for your area, you know it is available? You know it's available at just a click of a button from you. Tongue-tied videos. And I will have the gameplay for the sign. Now, I know you guys want to play it, and I know that it would be a lot of fun to play it. But again, if it's not available in your region, at least I'll have the videos there for you as well. But it is a lot of fun to play, and when it becomes available in your guys' region, highly suggest downloading it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And no, I'm not sponsored to say that. So I am still unable to see this, see his message. I will take care of it. So yeah, Alan is still messaging us, but Jake can't see it. So perhaps your statement is all we need to finally find Hannah. You have nothing to fear, tongue-tied. In case you're avoiding a conversation with me out of fear, you would be doing us a great service. Please get back to me. Look, Alan, I've tried getting back to you numerous amount of times, and you're jammed not available. You're just not. It's like you say you want to talk to tongue-tied, but you don't really actually want to talk to tongue-tied. You won't allow me to talk to you. I don't want to wait for the rest of this time. I don't want to wait for the rest of this time. Jake and I had already talked about this. What do you think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Warren watched the videos, but that's why he wants to play it. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Now, if you do play the sign, keep in mind that there are a lot of different puzzles, just like Duskwood, but the puzzles are different. You have to complete the puzzles to advance in the game. But again, the puzzles are completely different than Duskwood's. But it's all the same concept. Complete the puzzles, advance in the game. Tongue-tied here, we get in the game, they have, so like we have coins here in Duskwood, but in the sign, they have Bix. And that's Bix with a B. B is in boy. No, not the other one. It's Bix. Bix. B-I-C-S. And Tongue-tied purchased unlimited Bix. So no matter what, we'll be able to get through the sign because I have unlimited Bix. You need Bix with a B. I know. Are the puzzles easier or harder than Duskwood? In my opinion, my personal opinion, I think they're harder. They're easier in the beginning, but they end up being harder, I think. I think they're harder. That's why I got the unlimited Bix. I got the flat Bix. Yes, I got all the flat Bix. I have all the flat Bix that are available. I don't understand why they questioned him multiple times, because they don't believe him, Jesse. They just damn don't believe him. They had other clues. They must have not believed him. Right. They want to see if his story would change. If your story changes, if they ask you the same question over and over again and your story eventually changes, then it shows a weakness in your story. It shows that you're lying. And that's why they kept asking him. So they might not have believed him. At least that's what it sounds like to me. They wanted him to contradict himself. Right. So they were trying to get him to contradict himself, trying to make it seem like he was lying. That's all it was. Believe him, accent's showing. The accent is showing. Am I doing a bad job at hiding my accent, apparently? Question. Alan does not know where the police station is, but he is the chief of police, so he should know where it is. Or is it a ploy? I think he was saying, what? Does Alan not know where the police station is? Why wouldn't Alan know where the police station is? Do you know where the police station is in Duskwood? So Alan was asking us, tongue-tied, if we know where it was, because we might not know where it is, so we get lost. I think that's what it was. It's not that he doesn't know. It's that he was asking us to make sure that we knew where the police station was, because he wants us to go to the police station to talk to them. That's why. Welcome back, Luna. Tongue-tied got arrested for simping for Jesse on live stream. I also saw a comment where it was like, apparently I'm simping for other characters in the sign as well. Can't help it. All right, so this is the same Alan we've talked about, right? Yes, Alan Bloomgate, Duskwood Police Chief. Although we must assume that he is not yet chief at the time of the interrogation. On the top of that, Phil called me, guys. Guess what, Jesse? Your brother called me from jail. Becca, welcome, Becca. Balag, there's no way I know how to say your first name, but Zebulks, Balag, welcome, Balag. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Tongue-tied holding back his secret, but we know he secretly simps for Jesse. Whatever, Apex game. You don't know nothing. Take a shot every time tongue-tied simps for Jesse. Oh, you'd be plastered. You'd be smashy-faced. If you don't know what smashy-faced is, it's when you get so plastered you end up smashing your face on the ground. Tongue-tied is the ultimate simp. You know what? You guys. All right. What did he tell you? Oh, what didn't he tell me, Jesse? What prisoners always say, that he was locked up because of his connection with Michael Hansen. Yeah, so he told us what prisoners always say. I didn't do it. I'm innocent. but ultimately that he's locked up because of the connection with Michael Hansen. And he wants me to prove without a shadow of a doubt of his innocence. Let's change the topic, otherwise Tongue-tied will get angry. Tongue-tied doesn't get angry. Tongue-tied never gets angry. Yami, is Yami in chat now? Where is Yami? Hi everybody, my first live of Tongue-tied. Glad to be here. Welcome, Yami. Yami Okami. I think I said that right. Yami Okami. It just flows right off the tongue. Welcome to the stream, Yami. Welcome to the Tethered. All right, so Michael Hansen appears to have been the owner of the bar Aurora. You did not know this until now, right? Yes, Tongue-tied sent this recording. We've only been going to the Aurora regularly since Phil took over. Before, the Aurora was targeted more at an older audience. Did Phil change the Aurora a lot? He must have. He must have made it more modern, more hip to the kids. No, but with Phil there, he probably tried to bring in more of like the college crowd, right? Yes, as far as I know, the furnishings, the prices, the music. There's even live music on some weekends. The only thing that stayed was the name, I think. Interesting. I get it. Right. I get it. That makes sense. If originally it was geared towards the older crowd and you took over and you wanted to revamp it and actually make it more modern, for like the younger crowd, yeah, that makes sense. Change the music, change the furnishings, like add some live music. Yeah, bring in the college crowd. That's where the money's at. Tongue-tied doesn't get angry. He just sounds like Batman sometimes. Becca asks, how many times did y'all replay Duskwood? I replayed it like 3 times. More than 3 times. Ronette, Tongue-tied, I'm gonna go make myself a coffee, be back later. Oh, make me one too. I would love to have a coffee. Lexa still thinks Richy is Jake. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't think Richy is Jake, to be honest. Lexa has figured out a lot. Lexa has really good theories, but I just don't think Jake is Richy and Richy is Jake. I just don't see it. I just don't think it is. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. Talking about Duskwood, how much time have you guys how much time you guys have replayed the game? It's a good question, because in the beginning they didn't allow, in the beginning of Duskwood, there wasn't an option to essentially save your position, right? So if you deleted it after playing episode 1 or 2, then you re-downloaded it, you had to start all the way at the beginning. So it's a good question. It's a legit question. Jasper played for the second time because his first playthrough got corrupted. That's a shame. This is like, I think as far as I go, I think I've played it 3 times. I think I've done about 3 replays, 3 playthroughs. Yeah, that's about. So that was about a year ago. Tongue-tied, we talked about this recently. Do you remember? Completely forgot. Yeah, of course I remember, Jesse. I remember everything that we talked about. I remember all of our conversations, Jesse. Nonsense. It's been much longer since Phil took over the Aurora. I met you guys in the Aurora. Jesse, oh yeah. Oh yeah. The only thing I know about the previous owner is that he suddenly left Duskwood. So Michael's gone. But maybe I'm a bit confused if I got as I've got timing all too wrong. Jake and I wanted to talk to Michael. In any case, we should try contacting him somehow. Right. In any case, we got to get in contact with this Michael. We have questions. How are we going to do that? Tongue-tied and I have Michael's address. We're going to go visit. We're going to take a drive and we're going to go visit. And we're going to say, "Hi, Michael." Well, even if the address isn't current anymore, maybe the neighbors or the new owners know something. Jesse, do you want us to drive to the address? Oh, Thomas is going to go with Jesse. Sure, why not? Okay. It's better that two people go anyways. Like, it's just safer that way. Then I'll pick you up in a minute. Great. Sounds... Look, you guys, I know you guys are going together, but please be careful. Keep me updated. Tell us when you've spoken to him. Look, be careful. Just whatever you do, be careful. Tongue-tied loves Jesse. It's okay. That's what simp means. It means we love the person. It could mean a couple different things, right? So simping for something or someone, I mean, you could love them. Maybe you got a crush on them. Maybe you just enjoy flirting with them. You know, there's a few different things about it. But it's all relatively the same. Jake. Jakey boy. All right. I think the others are trying even harder now. Somehow I suddenly got a bad feeling about this. The others are definitely, well, I don't know. They were trying just as hard before. But then they started getting scared because, I mean, people started dying, right? And getting attacked. But now that they're involved more in the investigation, it does seem like they're getting more and more involved, especially Thomas. Thomas, he's been a flake this entire damn time, and now Thomas is like, yo, let's drive out to this address and see what we can find. Like, that is kind of like a good sign. But somehow I've got a bad feeling about this. Is something going to happen to Thomas and Jesse? When they reach Michael Hansen's house or address or whatever that is something bad going to happen? And I didn't even think about that until I saw this response. Somehow I suddenly have a bad feeling about this. So that's what I'm going to choose. I didn't even think about that until just now. Like what if something happens to them? I mean, they're together, so maybe that's good. They can fend for themselves, but I don't know. It seems so dangerous to me suddenly. I don't know. We don't know this Michael. Look, anytime something happens, anytime one of them go anywhere that's different, something bad happens. Almost every single time. Richy called us out of nowhere just to talk to us, and all of a sudden he starts hearing screams and bad things happen. Like, it seems like there's always something bad happening when they're doing something not normal. Like when they're just out doing something, when they're trying to figure something out, when they're doing their own self-investigations, there's something always bad happening. At least everything in Duskwood. I don't know why either. Probably because of Richy. Look, Probably because of Richy. The last time in episode 7, Richy died. So it only makes me think that something's going to happen to Thomas or Jesse or both. Oh, I hope they don't die. Oh no, that's going to be terrible if they end up dying. We're going to lose 2 characters in episode 8. Episode 7, we lost 1. In episode 8, we lose 2. I understand your concern, but I think both of them know what they're doing. Yeah, you know, I thought Richy knew what he was doing too. Will you take care of Alan? Okay, I'll wait for Jesse and Thomas to get back to us. Look, are you going to take care of Alan or what? You're going to figure this out, Jake? I need your help. Jakey boy. Cleo, hello! You finally joined the group chat, Cleo. So Jake says he's going to take care of Alan. Hopefully he does. Hello, Cleo. Nice of you to join us. Jesse and Thomas are on their way to Jennifer's dad. You can read what... Look, we'll explain it to you real quick, unless you've already read it. They're on their way to talk to Jennifer's dad. The police had him down as a suspect, or rather his probably abandoned house. Look, the police had him... They were interrogating him, so he's definitely a person of interest. That's for sure. Didn't we agree that none of us would be leaving the house? Are they at their house now? I didn't even realize they were at the house now. This is an exceptional situation. Not that I can remember. Oh, yeah. But look, this is an exceptional situation. And if you were at the house, Cleo, then you would know that they left the house. Like, come on. And Jesse, look at that. They're almost there. They're already almost there. Look, oh, they're driving. Oh, it's a back road. It looks like a back road, like a little dirt road. Huh. It looks like it's raining too. It's also raining. There's in the top left corner, right next to the bottom left of the arrow there, it looks like a little raindrop. So it's definitely raining. The forest road take us straight to Michael's house. Do you need my help, maybe? No, 2 of us are on... no, 2 of us on site are more than enough. I wouldn't mind. You know, I wouldn't mind as many people helping as possible. That's very kind, Cleo, but not necessary. You say that now, Jesse, until you're getting murderized. We're probably just going to go back home again in a minute because there won't be anything here or anyone here. What's going on? Dan, welcome, Dan. You're finally reaching out to us. How was your hike, Dan? Not even paying attention to the group chat. Look at that, Thomas and Jesse. Thomas is rocking a beard game too. Look at that. It's pretty dope beard. I don't know, who do you think has a better beard? Who's got the better beard game going on between Thomas and Dan? Dan is sus in this episode. Is he? How is he sus? Thomas is looking good. Dan has the better beard game. You know what, honestly, I think I would go with Dan as well. I think Dan has a better beard game. I mean, check that out. Check that out. I mean, I think Dan's probably got a better beard game going on. But Thomas, he's got some good beard game going on. I mean, look at that. He's got that long hair. That was when his beard was a little bit shorter. He's out there grilling. I think Dan's definitely has the better beard game. That's personal opinion. Becca says the forum was so fun. Everybody did a good job. Yeah, they did. They did have a good range of stories and everything there. They definitely had a good range of stories. It was pretty entertaining. And it was crazy to see one of the ghost pictures that is a part of a current game that I'm playing now. It's called The Sign, and they actually had the same picture in the Duskwood Mystery forum, or the Darkness Mystery forum, that they have in the other game as well. It was kind of cool to see. Thomas looking like a jam snack there. Looking like a jam snack. Dan has the better beard. I agree. I agree with Joe. Amber, you think Thomas is cuter, do you? I think Thomas is cuter, but Dan has a better beard, if that makes sense. Like Thomas is a better looking dude, but Dan has a better beard. And I will also say that me personally, I'd probably get along with Dan a little bit better. Like me personally. I mean, because check that out. Like Dan's on motorcycles, he's grilling. Like I would get along better with Dan because Tongue-Tied does the same thing. Tongue-Tied rides motorcycles. Tongue-Tied goes to the gym. Tongue-Tied grills. Like I'd probably get along better with Dan. But I think Thomas is probably a better looking dude as well. So that's my. But you all think that I'm opening up this picture just to look at Thomas. I'm really actually opening it up just to look at Jesse. So whatever. Anyways, Dan. We found. I'll explain to Dan. Look, we found an address of Jennifer Hanson's dad. And we want to take a closer look at it. We want to see what's going on. Amber Brewer says Tongue-Tied should do a face reveal. Not you too, Amber. If there was anybody that I thought would have my back on that, I thought it was going to be Amber. Tongue-Tied should do a face reveal. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But not today. Because we're hoping to find some clues as to his whereabouts. That's why Dan. Look, Dan is like, I understand. Dan has got a lot of speculation. He wants to make sure that everyone is safe. I get it. But you got to understand, Dan, we're doing this to help. We got to. Why? Stop. You're like a child right now. And because, why? Like, one word answers the. I should have just ignored you. I'm going to ignore you now. Stop drilling me. You'll find out the answers to your questions further up in the chat. Look, Dan, if you want more answers, you can find them further up in the chat. Joe Rollins has Tongue-Tied's back. I'm sure Amber's got my back too, but Amber's just kidding. You never know. I'm not gonna say I would never face reveal. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not gonna happen today, but I'm not saying I would never do it. You never know. You never know when it might happen. You know, maybe we'll make it like I don't know, make it like into a goal or something. Hit 1 million subs and maybe I'll take the mask off. Hit 1 million subs and maybe we'll take the mask off. Once. So you'll find the answers. Look, Dan, you're going to find the answers further up in the chat. Where have you been all day, Dan, other than hiking out in the woods, just doing nothing? In the hospital? But I thought you were hiking. I thought you said you were on the road. The question's starting to not be fun anymore. The question's starting to not be fun anymore. Right. So he's just asking us, look. Being serious. It's kind of, though, funny. You're acting like a jam child, Dan. I don't know what your jam problem is. Lexa says, Tongue-Tied, instead of a face reveal, you should use your lovely accent. please. I don't know what accent you're talking about, Lexa. I really don't. I feel like I don't try to cover up an accent. I don't know. I just really don't think I do. Cleo, oh, you sent an audio file, tongue-tied. Yes, I did. This was from Michael Hansen and Alan Bloomgate. That's a recording of the interrogation. I originally got that from Jake. So, yes, it's a recording of the interrogation. It's also from Michael Hansen and Alan Bloomgate, but it's a recording of the interrogation of Michael Hansen by Alan Bloomgate. You can listen to it if you'd like. That's how we got to Michael Hansen in the first place. You can listen to it if you want, Cleo. Like, I'm not going to say you can't. See, Amber doesn't think tongue-tied has an accent. I didn't think so either, Amber, but apparently tongue-tied has an accent. Apparently I'm covering up the accent. Ooh, we got a little video here. The property is pretty big. Oh, they're there. They made it. Oh, that's a big-ass building. Is that a house or just a building? Like a shed or a garage. Not a garage, but like a barn or something. Interesting. Hold on, let me look at that again. It's got a bunch of different doors, so it looks like it's like multiple houses together. Huh. I knew it was raining. It's definitely raining. I knew it. That Jim knew it was raining. Pretty big, pretty suspicious. It's so suspicious. Adults simp for Jake, Cleo, etc., but legends simp for tongue-tied only. But only the female legends. Apex, you too much. Oh no, it's starting? What do you mean it's starting? What do you mean it's starting? What's starting? Warren, what are you talking about, Warren? Some like it big. It's a big house, some like it big. Oh my goodness. So, okay, so I don't know, pretty big and pretty suspicious. It's a big house for sure. Oh my goodness, you guys are terrible. Some like it big. That's what she said, Eagles? Okay. France, I'm prepared for the video call. Okay. I didn't know we were gonna have a video call, France, but now I know I gotta prepare myself for a jam video call. Hope it's not like Richie's video call. End up finding dead people. And end up Thomas and Jesse spitting chocolate sauce out of their mouth now. I hope not. Oh, that would be terrible. I really hope that doesn't happen. Damn it. Okay, we're going to go to the front door and putting my phone away. Wait, Jesse, wait a second. I've got a bad feeling. I'm going to tell her the same thing I told Richie. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, in case you actually meet Michael Hansen, could you record the conversation for me? Don't drill into it. Could you record the conversation? I think that would be very important. I can try at least. Okay. At least she's going to try. Lexus's size doesn't matter. It's how you use it that counts. What's the saying? Like when you're going fishing, that it's not the size of the worm, it's how you wiggle it. Okay. I just I just bought the letter, or I just brought the letter to Ted to the post office. Ooh, thanks, Lily. I'm interested to see if what Ted. I was curious as to if Ted got that letter or not, and what Ted would actually say. Our new pen pal, Ted. Jake and I found out whose the last number it was. It was Amy, everybody, just so everybody knows it's Amy. OMFG, laugh my ass off. Tongue-tied, you're bad. You all put me to it. It's not my fault. It's all your fault. Jake and I found out whose the last number was. It's Amy's. In case everybody didn't know. Lily didn't know it. Her name seemed so familiar. But why don't any of us know her then? Cleo, you did know her. She took art classes with you. I can't believe you forgot already. The doorbell didn't work. We knocked. Nobody opened up so far. And the house looks really abandoned. Ooh. Is that? Yeah, look at that. It kind of does look abandoned. I mean, look, the greenery, the forage or whatever it's called, all that greenery, it's all starting to take over. The vines are taking over the sidewalk. So it definitely looks like it's been somewhat abandoned. I mean, if it wasn't abandoned, you would have like a path there, you would think. Or maybe that's what they want you to think. They want you to think it's abandoned when actually somebody is living there. I don't know. Tongue-Tied's laugh is so entertaining. I appreciate that, I think. I'm glad I don't have like an annoying laugh. I suppose that's good that I don't have an annoying laugh. We have to go back further. Or further back, otherwise I can't get the whole house in frame. Oh, hold on. Wait, I got it. Okay. So, like, that is a whole... So, what, they have two front entrances? Two front doors? It's actually, with the whole house in frame, with the whole house, being able to see the entire house, it doesn't look as abandoned as I thought it did. I mean, it still kind of does. You got, like, bags up on the windows, it looks like. But it doesn't look as abandoned as I thought previously. However, I don't see a path in the grass. If somebody was actively using those doors, you would have a pathway through the grass. Like, you would actually physically be able to see, like, a walk pattern. But I don't see that. But it doesn't look as abandoned as I thought it did in the beginning. That's for true. Another part of the building. This whole thing is a house. This is just one giant house, is it? Interesting. That looks more abandoned to me than the other picture. You got all the greenery growing up, all the weeds and everything growing up too high, but see, that's the other thing too. The grass is high, the grass is long, but it's not incredibly long. Like it looks like it was probably cut and then maybe not cut it again for like 3 weeks. I don't know. I'm not a grass expert, so I have no idea. Eagles says it's midnight where I am, so a jump scare would scare the shit out of me. Hey, Mr. Tongue-Tied. Oh, I'm not Mr. Tongue-Tied. Mr. Tongue-Tied's my dad. Like, I'm just tongue-tied. The public wants to know where you get your masks from. Good question. Very easy to find. You can find them all over the place. Primarily, I get them on I don't know. I just get them online and they send them to me. I don't go anywhere and buy them specifically. I just get them online. They send them to me. You can find them. It's easy to find. They're just LED masks. That's all. Warren, it's humongous for sure. Oh God, now we're going back to that, are we, Warren? All right, so by the forest edge, 2 of the windows are sealed shut. I did notice that, right? Two of the windows are definitely sealed shut, but again, though, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's abandoned. Could be broken windows and they just had to seal them. I don't know. What's the name on the doorbell? Well, what now? What about the neighbors? What about the neighbors? Are there any neighbors? Didn't look like there were any neighbors, but are there any neighbors? Lexus trying to find tongue-tied a multicolored mask in his style, but it's really hard. I know. I looked myself. I also looked, and it's not easy to find. They do have other LED masks, but they're like $100 and I don't have that much. I said it was. I already said it before. My shit's maxed out. Like I don't have $100 to buy $100 mask. Oh, another picture. Ooh, piece of candy. So nobody lives there. I think I know this house. Is that near the watermill? It just looks like a giant barn to me. Looks like a huge ass barn. Exactly. Well, Street 4, but that's been abandoned for ages. Definitely looks that way. Not every clue will lead us to results. Look, it looks that way. I don't think it looks like it's been abandoned for ages. I think it definitely looks like it's not being taken care of, but I don't know if it's been abandoned for ages. What if Hannah is inside? Oh, then we could find Hannah. We could find Hannah and the game would be over. Because we win. Apex says, I think I'll definitely purchase a mask like that. It would be easy if Tongue-Tied opens a merchandise in his channel, of course, after 10 subs. It was at 10K subs. I think, yeah, I don't think I can do an actual merchandise shop in YouTube until after 10K subs, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, like, the hoodie that we got on. You never know if maybe something like that pop up, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Ooh, we got another picture. Piece of candy. Well, when we were walking around the house, I could have sworn I saw a light coming from the barn. Wait a second. What are we looking through? Looking through a fence? Is that the barn on the other side of this fence? It looks like we're looking through a fence and there's a barn on the other side. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't see anything, Jesse. I can't jam see nothing. Alexis says Tongue-Tied's laugh is infectiously sexy and adorkable. I don't know how you can get sexy, adorable, and dorky all in the same sentence, but Lexi, you figured it out. And I didn't think that a laugh could be sexy, adorable, and dorky all at the same time, but apparently I got it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you guys like my laugh. At least it's not annoying, right? At least I don't know. I hope it's not annoying, but it seems like you guys like it. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys like my laugh because I tend to laugh a lot. Something just moved inside. A rat, I bet you. No, definitely not a rat. Oh no. This is freaking Richy deja vu all over again. Richy says he heard somebody scream. Now Jesse's saying I see something moving inside. Richy said he saw something moving. And then next thing you know, Richy was dead. After Richy saw something moving, he was dead. And this is deja vu with Jesse. Oh no, could you describe it, Jesse? What did you see? Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this at all. At all. Skull! Iron Skull, welcome! Welcome to the stream. Hello! It's great to see you here. Eagle says Tongue-Tied's laugh is contagious. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I think my brain recorded Tongue-Tied's laugh and decided to play the recording again and again. The pink mask is fitting. You can feel his blush over his laugh. Yeah. You guys flatter me too much. Oh, we're missing all the conversation. All right, so could you describe it, Jesse? No, something just scurried. It probably was a rat then. Dan was probably right. Might just be some hobo living there. Homeless person, Dan. Not hobo, Dan. Homeless person. Whatever. The bar is adjacent to the man building. Or the man building. The bar is adjacent to the main building. Maybe we can get in from there. Sure, go ahead. Welcome to the House of Horrors. Just leave your coat by the door. I love Dan. Dan is like, he's one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. Because we haven't learned anything from everything that's happened so far. Right. Right. Look, Dan's right there with me. We got that same, Richy deja vu thing going on right now. Peachy Pup. Welcome, Peachy Pup. Good day. And if everybody doesn't know who Peachy Pup is, she is the immensely talented and creative artist that created Tongue-Tied Games banner. If you guys haven't seen that, I mean, it is amazing. It's amazing. Peachy Pup is so talented, so special. All right. If we listen to you, we'd still have 0 results, Dan. Look, Dan, we have to do something. And I know I'm hiding behind my little game, but we got to do something. You mean disappear one by one? Like, I get it, Dan. I know what you mean. I don't like it either, but we got to do something. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. We won't see Hannah and Richy again if we don't. We got to help. We got to do something. We got to help out some way, shape, or form. We just have to. We gotta do something to help everybody. Didn't you say that? Didn't you say there were only rats in there? Yeah, Dan. Man up, Dan. You should be with them. Oh, see, I keep thinking Dan's in the hospital, but then he posts pictures like this. He posts. Come on. Hold on. He posts statuses that he's. Okay, come on. Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to talk about Dan. He posts statuses that he's on the road. He posts pictures like this, making it seem like he's not in the hospital, but then he says that like he's in the hospital. And what else is what if there's something else? Ooh. See, that doesn't look like a house to me. That looks, like I said, looks like a barn. Looks like a giant barn. All of those, I think they're all different stalls. Obviously, the walls aren't up in between the stalls, but you can essentially put walls up and make stalls for different animals, whatever you want to use. Pigs, cows, horses, whatever. But yeah, just a giant barn. Yeah, that's a pretty big barn. The biggest for you, Cleo. What would a bar owner want with a barn? That's a good question. Earthrow says that Dan could be bored in a hospital and uploaded an old picture. That's possible. I suppose that's true. I don't know. Tongue-Tied only says my name right when he says deja vu, so it's Daya. It's Daya. I knew it was Daya. I was just never corrected. Daya. I'll remember that. But if I don't and I call you Daya, don't be upset with me. Don't be upset with me, Daya. They're inside the barn now. Hella creepy. It's adjacent to the house. Female tethered simps tongue-tied. It's creepy AF. Big and long. Peachy Puff says, I'm already working on some stuff for Tongue-Tied, but I'll see. Yes. So Yes, Peachy Pup is working on something for me. I have not released it yet to everybody, but hopefully soon, or one day, in the near future, we'll be able to release it and open something up for everybody. So be on the lookout for that. Again, it might take me as long as Duskwood releases episodes to get it up and running, but but eventually, I think me and Peachy Pup are gonna get something started for everybody, and hopefully everybody will be able to take part in it. All right, so we have a video here. Oh, let's see what this video is from raining, storming. Nothing. There's nothing. Why would you? There's a door on the other end. I'll take a look if I can do something with it. That's why I know this house. My grandpa went for walks with me along there, and a lot when I was little. There were some sheep there on a meadow that I was always allowed to pet. Interesting. Was Hannah with you on these walks? Well, the sheep seem to be gone. Was Hannah with you on these walks, Lily? It'd be interesting to learn. Oh, sorry, Apex. I didn't see your question. Have I watched The Conjuring 3 yet? I have not. Not yet. I will. I really want to see it, but I haven't seen it yet. But I'm looking forward to watching it. Yeah, definitely looking forward to watching it, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Want to see it. I've seen the first two and can't wait to see the third one. I just need to find somebody that would go with me and isn't, nervous to be walking around with somebody that wears a mask all the time. I just need somebody to go with me to watch it. Nobody wants to go with tongue-tied. Nobody wants to go with tongue-tied to watch Conjuring 3. But I'll go watch it my damn self. I'll go watch it by myself in the entire theater, all by myself with the lights turned off. I'll do it by myself if I have to, but I'm gonna one day see Conjuring 3. I promise. So at least I can remember her being there for longer walks. At least I can't remember her being there for longer walks. Okay, so another picture from Jesse, just picture of the barn. Okay, nothing important. Oh, this is interesting. So that entrance there, that it looks like an entrance that's going down into like a cellar or something like that. That was actually in the preview for episode 8, right? So when Everbite released the video for the episode 8, they actually showed that. I'm pretty certain they showed that. It almost looks like stairs down into a cellar. Interesting. Is that a bunker? That house doesn't look like it's from a time when people had bunkers. Okay, now it's getting creepy. Please look, it's getting super creepy. Please be careful. Go down into the bunker, but please be careful. I need to know what's in that bunker. Lexa will go with me to go see Conjuring. I appreciate that. That would be nice. That would be lovely. The sound of rain is calming. It's a very calming sound. It is. It is. I agree. I don't like the sound of rain hitting tin, though, like what it was hitting in that roof. But like just rain in general, just like that nice sound, like waves and stuff, I really like, yeah. Eagles would go with tongue-tied. You'd bring along your cats for protection against Satan. Not today, Satan. Well, Why is it in all horror movies you say don't go to the basement and stupid person always goes? Well, because then it wouldn't be a good horror movie. You got to go into the basement. You just have to. Have to take a closer look at it. Please take Thomas with you, but stay online when you go inside. Look, take Thomas with you. You got to take Thomas with you. Don't go by yourself. That would not be smart. You don't want to split up. Isn't that like rule number 1 in horror movies? If you do leave, never say I'll be back. Like like never say I'll be right back because you never end up coming back. Never split off from the group. Yes, tongue tied. Going to see a movie with you would be jam genius. I'll make sure you have chips and dip and not just popcorn and soda. Get some chips and salsa going. Love chips and salsa. The best jam snack in the world. Dan, I'm not going to comment on that. You probably wouldn't. Dan wouldn't even go into the bunker. He'd be too scared. Too jam scared to go into the bunker. The best place to hide someone is in a bunker. Do you remember when there being a bunker there, Lily? Bunker could be used for all sorts of stuff. Well, the best place to hide somebody is in a bunker. Underground. No sound. Like soundproof bunker. It's so true. Look, I'm a jam genius. It's so true. Jake is now finally online. I was wondering where you were. Not helping out with our investigation and trying to walk around and pick all the stuff. Chips and dip at cinema sounds weird. Earth Rose, are you kidding me? You've never had like nachos and cheese at the cinemas? Come on. They sell that stuff all the time. They sell nachos and cheese. Get the movie nachos, right? Chips and dip. Sounds weird. You jam kidding me, Earth Rose. As pickles and chocolate? Now that is a weird combination. Pickles and chocolate. Cheese and chocolate is delicious too? Ah, that's weird. I don't know. I've never had pickles and chocolate. I've never had cheese and chocolate. Jake's writing styles always seems like he's writing it in a tux. Does he? Please excuse my lateness. You're right. Dan, I forgive you. I don't even know what the responses were, but that was just funny. Did you mention to the others about Alan's attempts to contacting you? I was about to, but I've been talking about more important things. Yes. Because I don't remember if I mentioned that at all or not. Alan hid his messages to tongue-tied from me. But how would Alan know how to do that? I managed to break through his encryption, so it will no longer be possible to contact tongue-tied without my knowledge. That's something at least I can deal with at least on my own. Thanks, Jake. Look, thanks, Jake. I appreciate that. So they just recently started selling nachos at the cinema for you. Interesting. I growing up, I've always known there to be nachos and cheese, like at a movie theater or a cinema, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I've always known there to be nachos and cheese. So that's weird that, well, not weird, but it's shocking to me that they just recently started doing that for Earth Rose. Interesting. The police suspect you, don't they, tongue-tied? No, they don't, Dan. Apparently he only wants to talk to me. They think they can get useful information from me. Would that surprise you, Dan? No, they don't suspect me, but they think that they can get useful information from me, I think. But that's possible, isn't it? After what happened to Phil, we shouldn't take risks. Jake fears I might blab. Look, after what happened to Phil, we shouldn't take risks. I think that's important. Peachy Pup says a bit off topic, but it's nice to see so many people in the stream. Look at that. We've reached 80 people watching. 80 of you tethered watching and viewers. That is great. I think that's a new high. I think that's a new record for Tongue Tied in one stream, reaching 80, 81 or something like that, I think I saw. It's great. That's very, yeah, I didn't really even notice that, Peachy Pup. But yeah, that's great. It's nice to see everybody's enjoying it. Meg, welcome. All right, so the false alarm, the bunker isn't just completely open. Oh, that's weird. What do you mean it isn't just completely open? Is that down in the bunker? Stone walls and everything. So is that down in the bunker? Interesting. But it looks like there's nothing down there then. Huh. All right. It kind of reassures me. It was so promising. It was so promising to find the bunker. So maybe that was just kind of like a cellar type thing, right? They just kind of stored stuff down there. I don't know if that's reassuring or if it was whatever. It's reassuring, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Lexa says, whenever you want to go see a movie, Jam Genius, just let me know. I don't care if you wear a mask. It would totally be fun. Right? Peachy Pup despises root beer. I don't know where that came from. You guys are talking about root beer. I like root beer. No, don't get me wrong. I don't drink root beer like on a daily basis, but once in a while, like I'll be like, I'll get a little root beer this time. But no, it's not like all the time. No, don't get me wrong. I don't just go, if you got like a soda fountain and there's a bunch of options, I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, root beer every time. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like that. But yeah, I don't despise root beer like Peachy Pup, but it's not my go-to. That's for sure. This is starting. What do you mean it's starting? What are you talking about starting? Jesse, I made it to the house. I made it into the. Oh, Thomas is in the house now. Jesse's on our way. Someone with a bunker like that. The house will probably be empty like the rest. Do you know what these bunkers were used for back in the day? It's probably just a cellar, but like the house is probably just going to be empty like the rest. Like the barn was empty, the cellar, the bunker, whatever you want to call it, was empty. The house is probably going to be empty. Either way, have you guys found anything yet? Maybe it would be better if we joined you. Yeah. Let us join. Guys. This. What are you talking about? You have to see this for yourselves. Oh, no. Oh, Thomas, what do we have to see for ourselves? Oh, no, I can't believe it. Whenever there's a video chat, anytime there's a video chat, it's always like going to be a bad thing. Anytime something bad happens, it's on a video chat. And we're like breaking into a house yet again. Breaking into another building, and now he has something that we have to see. Something bad's gonna happen. I just know it. I just know it. Oh, the Raven.
No.
Oh my goodness. No way.
No way.
All of us.
What?
Pictures of everybody. The feathers. Roger's Garage, Richy.
Shit.
No way. Justice. It said Justice at the top. Ooh. Oh, shit, that was just Jesse. Oh. Oh, that got me a little bit. It was just Jesse. So there was a message in there. It said Justice at the top. That's got to be a clue. That's got to be a big clue. But there was raven feathers. There was the Duskwood symbol. There's pictures of everybody, including Richy. Which, if it was Richy that was the man without a face, then you wouldn't think Richy would be investigating himself. Like, if you found the hidden lair of the man without a face, he wouldn't have investigations of himself. So, kind of throws Richy off the whole man without a face possibility for me, at least. Luna says Jessie looks pretty. Yes, she does. She does look pretty. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely gem gorgeous. There's a hacker's picture there too. Jake, there was a hacker's picture there. I don't know if I noticed the hacker's picture, to be honest with you. But I'm sure there was. There was so much there to look at. I'm gonna have to go back through and watch that video a couple times just to see all of the different clues and all of the different stuff that's in there, you know. Definitely gonna have to go back and watch it all. Daya says he's gonna piss his pants next call. What are you talking about, Daya? So that's crazy. Guys, we got our culprit. Oh my goodness. So that definitely kind of points fingers at Michael Hansen, yeah? Richy is actually dead. Richy's definitely dead. Amber says Richy is totally dead. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I can't believe it. If that's true, if Richy's definitely dead, that's a shame. Burn them all. Need to get out of there right now. Richy and Hannah might be in the house. Oh, they might be. Richy and Hannah might be in the house, but they need to get out of there. Look, we need to go to that house in an army. Like, we need to gear up. All of us need to go all at once and take the man without a face at the same time. But Thomas and Jesse, look, you guys need to get out of there right now. Just get the hell out of there. We'll all go back at the same time. Lily's calling the police. Don't do that, Lily, says Jake. Look, they need to get out of there, and then we'll all go back at the same time. We'll have our torches and our pitchforks, and we'll take the man without a face out once and for all, and we'll find Richy and we'll find Hannah. That's what we need to do. If Hannah and Richy are not there or are not here, and the police show up now, we have no chance of securing any evidence. Oh, but it's so dangerous there. But Jake's right. So we need to figure out something. We need to either get evidence or we need to save their lives. One of the jam two. Oh, I don't know what to do. Do we try to get some evidence? They should have just been, look, while they were video chatting there, they should have just been grabbing stuff. Just handfuls of stuff, just grabbing it all. And then just getting out of there right away. Like, don't sit there and wait. Like, grab all that you can. Fill up your hands, fill up your arms, and just get out. But we may need some evidence. Turn the whole house on its head. Look for Hannah and Richy. Whatever you do, whatever you do, just hurry up. Make it quick. There's another cellar down here. Jesse, we take over the upper floors. No, don't split up. Do not split up. You need to do this together. I understand splitting up is faster, but you can't split up. You gotta stay together. It's safer that way. Just taking pictures of everything. That's smart. That's smart. Oh, Jesse, jam genius, taking pictures of it all. It's a very good idea. Such a good idea, Jesse. I can't believe it. Manny, what if Hannah is the kidnapper herself? That's a theory that I've seen thrown around. I've definitely seen that thrown around. Candles, he's coming, get out. Oh, that's right. The candles were lit, weren't they? That means he's not far behind. That means that they're like, if the candles are lit, that means that somebody was there recently. In the legend of the man without a face, it was the father too, wasn't it? Yes, Lily, that's right. It was. Oh man, it could be Michael Hansen. It's possible. But then again, I saw somebody else in the chat said that, you know, Michael Hansen could be just there to throw everybody off the trail of whoever the man without a face actually is. You could say the candles are lit AF. Candles are lit. But if Michael Hansen is the culprit, and if he used his house as a hideout, then it seems likely that Hannah and Richy might actually be there, right? I think so. I hope so. There's nothing important in the cellar. What's the situation upstairs? Okay, so there's nothing in the cellar. Look, Jesse, we need don't leave me hanging here, Jesse. Oh no. There's someone outside? Oh my goodness. You gotta be damn kidding me. You gotta be jam kidding me. No way. No way is the man without a face there. Oh. Oh, it's him! It's the man without a face. Oh my goodness. I think he suspects something. Ooh, you almost got synced. That was suspicious there. He paused before going up the stairs. Ooh, kick him down the cellar. Kick him. Kick him. Hit him down the cellar. Or slam the door. That works too. Oh no. They got him. They trapped him. They Scooby-Dooed him.
Take it. Go. Run.
Oh. Move them legs, Jesse. Oh, he's coming. He's coming after him. Move them legs. Car's not going to start like that. Oh no, it did. It's gone. Oh, they got out. They did it. They're out. Oh, thank goodness they're out of there. It's like, run. I bet there's going to be a meme or like a GIF with that. That's just going to be like, run. Oh, damn. There's someone outside. Call the police. Can I call the police? No. You know, they made it out. They're okay. And then there's like... There's just ha-ha-ha's like that. Oh, my goodness. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Lily, yes. Like, that's definitely suspicious. Look, police need to get there as quickly as possible. Shit, guys, I almost had a heart attack. Dan, you're telling me. Tell me about it. That was close. Are you two okay? Are you two okay? Are they? I think they're okay. They're definitely okay. They're in their car. They're getting out of there. It's going to be okay. But now, I mean, man, we know where the hideout is. But now that we know where the hideout is, I think the man without a face, because the man without a face knows that we know, they're moving. They've got to be moving. They're going to be headed somewhere else, I think. Yes, I think so. My goodness, when the police sees this house, then everything will finally be okay. They will arrest Michael. They might arrest Michael. However, if the man without a face realizes that his position has been compromised, then he might just burn the whole place down, right? He'll just move, burn everything down. Then there's no evidence, no clues. There's nothing left. That's, I hope that, Thomas and Jessica. You will not split up again from here on, from now on. Go back to one of your homes and lock the doors. That's the problem. Like, man without a face knows where Thomas and Jessica are, like where they live. I'm willing to bet he knows. He's been taking pictures of them. He's been stalking people like crazy, taking pictures of them. He knows more about these people than they think that he knows. Just in case he's following you. Don't open the door for anyone or anything. Right. It's crazy. The candles have been left unattended. The building's going up in flames. Way ahead of you. Lily, please call the police. Give them the exact address, but do not waste your time with explanations. The police will speak for itself. Or the place will speak for itself. I'm already on it. Oh, I want to say we got him, but we definitely didn't get him. He's about to burn the whole place down, and he's going to be gone. He's going to be a ghost again. Who's calling us now? Unknown incoming phone call. Oh, is it the man without a face? Is he calling us? And look, Lex, I'm waiting for tongue-tied reaction to the phone call. Anticipation. Is this the phone call? I don't even want. I'm just gonna decline it. I'm just gonna decline it. Like, what are they gonna do? Keep calling me back?
It wasn't enough for you that I killed the mechanic. It's over now. I will kill them all. Cleo, Thomas, Lily, Jesse, and then every single one of them, and you will watch. And in the end, I'll be coming for you.
Yeah, fucking bring it on! Bring it on, big boy! I'm right here waiting for you, big boy! Let's go! So, in case you couldn't understand what he was saying, he was like, essentially like, he said he's gonna kill everybody, and then he named everybody off. Cleo, Lily, Thomas, and then he said he's gonna make us watch, and then in the end, he's going to come after us. But you know what? I say bring it on. I'll take him out. You know what? Man without a face has pissed me off now. I ain't afraid of this joke anymore. Like, I was never afraid of him to begin with. Bring it on. Don't let this pink mask fool you. I'll take you out, man without a face. But there it is. That was episode 8. And for the first time, we live streamed the entire episode. No videos, no nothing. No videos that you had to wait for. We live streamed everything. All of the raw emotions, raw reactions, you guys got to see right up front. Straight, personal, just everything. You guys got to see it all right when it happened. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying Duskwood. I mean, it's getting close, right? I mean, we almost got him. We almost got him. Shike with the like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Yes, that's great advice. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Share the video with your friends, your family, whoever you think might enjoy Duskwood. You can share that, subscribe to the channel, and join the Tethered and this amazing tongue-tied community. And you know what? You subscribe to the channel and let's get tongue-tied together. Like, sounds weird, but let's do it. Let's get tongue-tied together. Hope you guys are enjoying episode 8. I mean, we almost got him. We almost got the man without a face, but it's definitely going to pick up again in episode 9. Like, I'm super excited. I'm not sure how many episodes are going to be, and I don't know when episode 9 is going to come out, but it's exciting. It's very, very exciting. Live stream tomorrow also. I can't. I have no more. I have no more Duskwood to live stream. There is no more. Amber, are you gonna play Among Us sometime? Probably. I'll probably do a live stream Among Us relatively soon. I am working on that new game, The Sign, but we'll probably do an Among Us soon. So we're gonna end it right there. Again, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the Tethered and this amazing tongue-tied community. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.